Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. That was such a... not sultry, but like a... just such a smooth hello. You were just like, hello.
Was I?
A little bit. It's not bad.
I mean, I just finished drinking water because I've been, like, desperately scarfing down chips because I haven't eaten all day.
Oh no. I had a sandwich at like 5 o'clock, but other than that, I think I had like a hard-boiled egg because I was just working all day.
Yeah, I too have been working all day.
Yeah, I saw you were writing.
Yeah, I got off work, immediately came home and started writing.
Crying. Oh, I'm so sorry. But welcome everyone. Welcome, Luca, Tony, and a single J. Yes, absolutely. Welcome Taya and JJ and Hannah and Elsie Draws and Grovey. It's Tony time. It is Tony time, and it's Jet time. Brownie Fox, Becky Weber, author, MJ Magicish, astronaut, Uvula. Who else is here? I swear someone else was in here. I've had a time getting ready today. Well, if I missed anyone, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm late. I had a time, just like my computer wasn't starting. It was giving me it was making me a little frightened with what it was doing, like not starting and freezing. Anyways, what are we doing today? We're doing DGS. Am I right?
Ha ha ha, am I right? Ha ha.
Am I right? I'm doing DGS.
Yeah, and good vibes to anyone else who's currently working on finals. I was watching you guys chat about final woes, so don't worry, you guys will get through it.
Maya's also in finals hell. She's got like
3 I know.
anatomy tests coming up.
Yeah, her life is in shambles right now. Just best thing we can do is support all of our friends who need it.
Everyone will graduate. I drew Grace a little picture of me and Phoenix and Edgeworth cheering her on, saying Grace will graduate.
You home wrecker.
I know.
You home wrecker.
I drew myself between them because I was like, oh, haha, I'm in the middle. And then they're helping cheer Grace on. But then I was like, oh no, I've done it again. I've come between them.
They love your rancid vibes and asked you to be their third.
Come between them. I did fall asleep with them, like, under my arm last night. It was very comfortable.
I cannot fall asleep without something in my arms. It's so weird. Like, I have to, like, be holding onto, like, my pillow or, like, have my arm a certain way or hugging plush Paulo. If I don't, then, like, I just have a tough time falling asleep for whatever reason.
Yeah, I found that I slept better when I bought an IKEA shark. And I just hold that. I just like full body wrap around, like, argh. But they're also good for hugging. They're just a little, like, individually, they're like a little small for me to do the full body wrap. So, of course, don't separate. And then you just do this.
What I usually do is, like, I have him tucked in next to me. Because, like, I'll fall asleep on my back first. And so it's like just if you just perfectly draped like the blanket over both of us with it like tucked at our chins, that's how it is.
I love that. That's perfect. I'm just looking at them now. They're so cute.
They are.
And Kay waits. She waits in my post office. I have the postal notice.
You need to rescue her.
I need to rescue her.
She's cold.
She's free. I know. Miles is fucking yelling at me. Oh, wait. Oh, my Discord.
Hello?
Hi, my Discord fucked. My Discord just totally fucked. But anyways, we're back. She's cold. No, I didn't die. Guys, stop this. I didn't die. It was my Discord that died. I was here the whole time. I didn't die.
Give me the goddamn videos games.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, what? Oh, shit. It took the video games away from you. Video games. Okay. Take my video games. Take my camera. All right.
There you go.
Ugh, okay. Let me turn.
I'm just I hope they don't call me into work tomorrow because I just want to sleep in.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have a pretty stable work schedule, but me every day I'm like, I hope they just shut down for tomorrow. Let me tell Twitter what's going on. I forgot to tell Twitter what was going on. I've just been thinking about Simon Keys all day.
Oh, okay.
What do I say?
We
are live right now playing TGAA.
Finishing up case 4, perhaps
case 4,
going to case 5?
Maybe Barack shitting himself. Twitch.tv/liquidass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Let's turn the lo-fi off. Turn that off. Give me the game volume. No, I don't want to troubleshoot. I don't want to troubleshoot. I want the volume mixer. There we go. That is, yes, it is a goal we set. And it's... Listen, I know.
Okay, but I'm playing with Tony though.
Yeah.
Like we can get off track, but I think out of all the J's, I'm the one that keeps us on track the most.
Yeah, especially, yeah. If I'm playing with Jesse, we're not getting shit done. And Jesse knows that. And I think Jesse thrives on that a little bit. But no, Jet is the most productive J. Fucks me up that Jay's name is just Jay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brownie Fox, we are currently on trial part 2 of this case 4.
Yes, we are.
So we're towards the end.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm told. Or so I'm told, according to the walkthrough. Okay.
What if we just turn this into a Prince of Tennis stream?
What if we just talked about Ryoma?
What if we just
Fuji?
talked about Ryoma Edgison?
What if all of our references from this point on were just Prince of Tennis references?
What if the samurai on the mission was actually Nanjiro Edgison, the samurai of the tennis court?
What if we're gonna meet Asogi's son, and he's gonna be the best defense attorney, the prince of the courtroom?
Yes!
Oh my god, the prince of the tennis court, prince of the courtroom?
I can't believe Asogi is Ryoma Edgison's great grandfather.
He'd be so disappointed in him, honestly, for fucking being such a pervert.
No, I was talking about Ryoma. Fuck, Nanjiro.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Nanjiro.
See, I'm here. We won't get off track. Maybe we're getting us off
Talking
track.
about Prince of Tennis. Okay.
Hey, ever since we've started, it's been on my fucking mind. I've had so much nostalgia. I've been playing the goddamn gacha, and it's so similar to Real Life, except that it's a rhythm game.
What?
It's not like it's a rhythm game. It's not a PvP game.
You would think that, Revstar would be the the rhythm game.
Yeah. But it's like the character songs that the boys sing, and it's a rhythm game, and it's cute.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, DGS.
Okay, DGS,
Let's
DGS.
continue.
Nods like I understand. Cole.
Cole. Once I get up to Canada, you will understand.
Yeah. Once it's gonna be a tornado when you come up to Canada.
Me and Brad are gonna watch all kinds of anime and Legos.
Lego, yes, we're gonna make you watch Lego Ninjago. Oh, okay. We're just right in there. Okay. Unoptional tennis. Yes, mandatory tennis. This is like gym
Exactly.
class.
That's me. Unoptional tennis. You will. You will tennis.
You will tennis.
I have considered the defense's counsel's request for a further summation examination of the jury.
Oh, right, I forgot we're doing summation examination. 2.
2. And I have determined that the court must uphold the defense's judicial right to this procedure. So, counsel, you will now proceed with your second summation examination. I presume the jury's ready, Mr. Foreman.
We are, my lord.
Very good. In that case, I must ask each of you now to state clearly and concisely for the court the grounds on which you find a defendant guilty of this crime.
Bruce, my whore? Who?
Mr. Foreman there.
Oh, yeah. He looks a little bit slutty.
Okay.
A little bit. I mean, a waistcoat? Please. A waistcoat? Please, right.
Please, right.
The accused left behind evidence of the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his.
If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Even if the woman was throwing books, like it can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, can it?
Dearie me, it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit.
Look, I just want to get this over with, and if I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tiny bit of trouble.
Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes.
Oh, I guess from the ash in the air.
Yes, considerably more tangible arguments from all the members of the jury this time around, it seems.
Our old man voices do sound exactly the same.
Do they?
I mean, not exactly, but incredibly similar. Like, you're right. Like, I can understand how it was fucking you up last time.
All the old people sound the same. With a notable exception, of course. Oh god, I forgot it was him.
Yeah. Barack jump scare.
I have to, what's it called? I have to, like, straighten my back every time I fucking play this guy.
Yes, that's the physicality of the character.
My learned student friend was unable to find fault in the previous witness testimony. So, the court must accept the fact that it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. And, moreover, I'm gonna throw this! No one else was even at the scene to commit the crime!
I just like the way you said that. I'm gonna throw this!
Well, if the eyewitnesses are correct, it would seem as if the conclusion is somewhat set in stone. I fail to see how it can be argued any other way.
That means, I'm afraid, that during this summation examination, it's essential that you establish some other tangible explanation for the facts.
But how? What would even constitute a tangible explanation here?
Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman, and how? Those 2 details are all you need to provide.
Oh, that's all?
Simply give us a name and the method by which the attack was conducted.
And there I was thinking this might be hard.
But Mr. Naruhodo, you have to do it. Otherwise, this really will be where the trial ends.
Ugh, no pressure then.
That's quite enough
Oh, fuck, that's not the right person.
No.
That's old man. Okay. That's quite enough preamble. Proceed with the summation examination, please.
What, do you just love Barack Van Zeke so much? You just want to hear him all the time?
Don't you fucking dare. I'll show you a knife. I presume you are prepared, counsel. I will take my daughter back.
No, she's already here. She's mine. She's mine already. I would never. Do you want to break his heart? Do you want to break his heart? He'll cry real tears.
Good. You think I care about Miles Edgeworth's tears?
I think you do.
Maybe I do.
Oh, yes, my lord. All right, Ryunosuke, focus your mind now. Just let the... Do it.
A double.
I double. Clearly, the key to this summation examination is going to be juror number 4, the maid. Or should I say, Mrs. Garadeb.
We have a book that disappeared from the Garadeb's house on the evening of the incident. And the 4th book found in the victim's hand.
There must be a way to link the two. Yes, that's what we have to find. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far, my 2-day career so far, whatever it takes.
Quite literally.
Don't forget to keep an eye on Mrs. Garadeb and how she reacts, even to things other people say.
My mouth is not cooperating with me today. I apologize. I just feel like the voices aren't happening right today.
I feel the same way, honestly.
It's, I don't know. Maybe maybe it's just because it's the beginning. We'll get into it. Okay, the accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his.
If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Okay, go back. It can't be related to the crime if the window was closed. Okay. 3. Hold it! Press this. But as we know now, there were 4 books, not 3.
Well, what difference does it make?
There's every possibility that the 4th book, in fact, belongs to the defendant's landlord. Oh, guys, and by the way, I futzed with my sound a little bit too, so do let me know if everything is sounding okay, or if I'm too loud. Because I turned myself on.
Or if I'm too loud
Yeah,
still.
or if Jet's too loud. Do let me know.
Yes, that's the part I have a problem with.
Sorry?
Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, this landlord fellow was armed, wasn't he?
Okay, good. Thank you, guys.
Enjoying a fiery scrap with his wife or something, you said.
That's not exactly how I put it, no.
Well, anyway, the point is the fellow and his wife were somewhere else when it happened.
I think that's what you call a strong alibi.
So it couldn't have been the landlord who did it, which only leaves the Nipponese fella. Honestly, I can't see what all this palaver's about. It's a done deal, isn't it?
I suppose it is, since I have nothing witty left to say.
Okay, is there some novel alternative explanation?
Hold it! So, you might be willing to change your decision, you mean?
Oh my! Such delight on your face! But I'm afraid I shan't be swayed by emotion. Despite what you may think of me, I am a very modern, metropolitan and rational woman.
That's great.
That's great.
If one reads the morning papers, it's all forgotten by tea time, isn't it? So why read them in the first place? You see, modern, metropolitan, and rational thinking, wouldn't you say?
And not at all extreme.
As I see it, an overwhelmingly suspicious Japanese man has been implicated by overwhelmingly strong testimony. So despite 1 or 2 minor puzzlements, I do declare that the man is overwhelmingly guilty. Modern, metropolitan, and rational logic, wouldn't you say?
Overwhelmingly.
But us modern gals are always delighted to embrace new fads, you know. So I'd only be too happy to consider an exciting new theory if you could come up with one.
I'd be happy to do that too, if only I could.
Let's do our very best not to disappoint the modern and metropolitan young lady.
Right. I'm glad you omitted rational there.
Hold it!
But what about the possibility that the window was open?
What about it? I mean, there's just no way it could have been.
How can you be so sure?
Listen, I just make gents for hats, okay?
Gents
Just
for
something with
hats?
Gents for hats, yes. Prosecutor fellow over there said it earlier, didn't he? Winters in London are no joke. You don't want to invite that sort of cold indoors. So no, that window wasn't open. Us Londoners are sitting by the fire and staying warm, see?
But you couldn't categorically state that the window wasn't open, could you?
It just wasn't. It wasn't fucking open. They wouldn't have opened it.
Then what's the point of even having windows, huh?
Counsel, you will kindly refrain from childish bickering.
I love him. Oh, sorry.
It's because of the window tax, Ryunosuke. God damn you.
It's the window tax. Somehow I need to show there was an undeniable possibility that the window was open. Because this young man isn't going to budge otherwise. Okay,
It
maybe...
was closed.
Yeah,
closed.
Does anyone say anything about the fire? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay.
Hold it!
Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case?
Sorry, what's that? You'll have to speak up, lad.
Could you tell us more about that fire?
It was last winter. It was last winter.
Keep forgetting his accent.
My grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday. It had 75 candles on top, it did. What a sight to behold it was.
You put candles on a cake? But was it some kind of devil worship?
The moon in the fucking sky.
Oh, I love Ryu. Oh, Ryu, you're funny. You're good.
Of course not. It was an angel cake to celebrate my birthday, obviously.
It seems that's a common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruhodo.
Anyway, I must have done my puff to blow them out. Only I must have blown wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but candles went flying all over the room. The furniture caught and everything went up. The whole place was filled with smoke.
Definitely sounds like devil worship to me. And by the sneezes, I presume you mean a cold. But how did you catch a cold from a fire?
What a fiasco it was. The grandchildren, bless them, threw water over me as they tried to put out the flames. And then, because the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course, we had to open all the windows to clear it.
The windows.
The biting winter air rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave, it did. I caught a terrible cold from it. It put me in the hospital for a while. I won't forget that birthday in a hurry.
I knew it was devil worship all along. He's like saying it to himself. He's like, I knew it was devil worship. I knew it. I knew these Londoners were up to something. But something about this old man's story is playing on my mind for some reason.
We need to demonstrate who, apart from Mr. Natsume, could have attacked the young woman on the street, as well as how he or she could have done it.
But yes, but once again, the jurors' statements are full of personal prejudice. A lot of them seem convinced they're right, even in the face of logical arguments to the contrary.
I think you're going to need to pit them against each other to force them to accept an alternative explanation.
Yes. Kazuma wanted to come investigate the devil worshipping. He did. I don't necessarily need to find contradictions between their assertions. Just a connection might do the trick. Alright, I'll see what I can do. If anything stands out, I'll go in for a strike. Oh my god, I can't speak today.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Okay. Pit.
Pit.
Hats for gents. You're getting pitted.
Gents for hats.
Gents for hats. These two jurors' statements are clearly contradict one another.
They do. How exactly, counsel?
Don't point at me again. I told you it wasn't me.
What's that you say? Speak up, lad, speak up.
Juror number 3, do you see?
Oh, me? See what, sir?
Did you hear juror number 6's account of his birthday celebrations last year? It seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter.
Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, then you'd be mad not to open the... Oh!
Exactly. On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Garadeb household. And Mr. Garadeb had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke.
Oh my.
Oh, my hat! For
Haha.
gents!
For gents?
Look at his little profile in the corner!
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Juror number 4, do you have something to say about that? Mrs. Garadeb!
Oh, dearie me! What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am?
It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now.
What is it?
When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window?
What? I beg your pardon. What are you insinuating?
The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window.
And what if we did? Oh, all right then. Yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window, which can't have been easy since I continued to give him a justly deserved book battering.
Even though your house was on fire?
Oh, you never stop throwing till the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise.
Of course. I should have realized. He's so bitchy. He's so, like, low-key bitchy.
Yeah.
I love him.
That's a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. You managed to establish that the window was open. We simply must have that added to Mrs. Garadeb's formal statement.
All right.
The window was open at the time. I'd clean forgotten, but it's true.
Okay. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. No. Oh, okay. So the window was open when the Garadebs were arguing that day.
Yes, Mrs. Garadeb has finally admitted to it, which is a very significant victory for the defense.
I feel like the fog's starting to clear, and an alternative explanation to this case is starting to show itself. Okay. Yeah, it's that right gene. He gets a little cocky. Not cocky. He gets a little sassy. That's what I mean. Pit.
Objection.
The music didn't stop.
Hold it.
No! What? Why? I did the right one!
So we've already contradicted or changed
Hats for gens?
stats of gens.
But-
so try to focus on other people to pit.
Okay.
Because he's already been sort of convinced already.
Okay. But usually when they're convinced, they have the text box is a different color.
Well, we still managed to sort of get him considering,
All
but
right.
try to focus on the other jurors.
Okay. If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider. You have to open windows to clear the smoke. That's when the chill gets... Okay.
But we've already pitted 3 and 6, okay?
Okay. So they just can't be pitted again at all?
That's not entirely the case, but like me giving you the hint so you're not chasing like sort of, you know.
Okay. You know what? I'll just press it. You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future is at stake here.
Well, him and me both then, like I said before.
What?
I told you already, I'm a day laborer, aren't I? If I don't bring home some readies with me tonight, you'll find me floating face down in the Thames? Thames? Tomorrow morning.
Remember, that's the river. Okay. we established that Herlock says it as Thames. And I like the idea that people know Herlock as the guy who says Thames instead of Thames. He walks around saying it like that.
It's one of those things that like I've always read in a text, but actually have never heard someone say.
Yep. That's totally fair. Sorry, I just have to... I'm running behind tonight. I just didn't get to mix my honey and my tea before we go. What?
Yeah, and me, my missus isn't one to mess about, you know, she could be fierce, believe you me.
Another shining example of marital bliss, then.
Situation like this cropped up the other day. It was, well, you know, it's funny, but I can't quite remember.
Sorry?
It was too frightening, that's the thing. You must have blocked it out.
Author, I think you might have to reload or something, because people were having this problem.
Well, no, the problem that happened on Saturday was that the mods' panel was missing, and a refresh changed it, but I think they just can't delete mod messages, is the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't delete mod spoilers.
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. You read this, yes?
Yes.
Helpful.
I wonder if Mr. Beat will ever be dragged into the Thames by his scarf.
Was that a reference to something? Don't even go there, Miss Susato. There must be some way to jog his memory about this. Okay.
So, by the way, Juror 4 has a new statement.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to pit with him, because he's like, it could be open, it's a possibility. And then she said, yeah, it is open.
Win in, day out.
Press. Press her news statement.
Hold it!
Oh, okay. The fourth book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book is The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, as the book that Mr. Garadeb told us that he had been reading.
Well, I really couldn't say.
On the day in question, did you or did you not throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading?
I did. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him. And now you come to mention it, yes. He was rather enjoying reading it, you're right.
Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the outset?
Because I couldn't, you insolent little man. I didn't remember. At times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on as well, you know.
I really don't.
I barely noticed I was throwing the book, much less the title of it.
Oh, his wife threw a book at him.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Hello?
What is it, juror number 5?
You know something? I've remembered what it was. That memory I'd blocked out.
Ah.
It was listening to what this granny was saying, but it all flooded back.
Who are you calling a granny, you cheeky devil? I'm Mrs. Garrett, or the maid, I'll have you know.
The man doesn't even flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time. No! Sir!
It was about 2 weeks ago now. I just got back home after work, like. I put my hand in my pocket for the wages I'd earned that day, and I nearly died. There was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out.
Oh dear. What a disaster.
You haven't heard the half of it, boy.
Oh?
The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I could hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. I've lost a day's wages, love. Next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear. Stuck into the wall next to me, it did, about 1 inch deep.
Yeah, no, me too, Rio. No words, just terror.
I could smell it then, you know, that god-awful stench of the Thames?
Thames.
Baka! I can't remember! I was sure I was gonna end up
It's
face
like-
down the muddy banks that night, I could tell you.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, think about Temmie.
Temmie?
Temmie?
Temmie
Shop?
shop?
Temmie, yeah, Tem shop. Send Tem to college.
Send Tem to college.
Send Tem to college.
Yeah, that's a real disaster, isn't it?
I'll never use the word lightly again.
Anyway, point I'm trying to make is this. When women lose their rag, they throw anything at you. Knives, hatchets, hammers, you name it.
Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unrefined.
Not every woman throws knives or books or whatever. Sometimes we just throw people.
Exactly. Hashtag not all women.
Hashtag girl, hashtag allergy.
No, I wasn't thinking that.
Mr. Naruhodo, you better still respect women after this. Throwing household objects at people is, well, it's so uncivilized. At least attack with honor, using a bow or the like.
She's so fucking iconic. What? Attack? Who are you going to attack?
Susato, kill!
Susato, kill! Never mind. Anyway, this man's words could be rather significant, I think.
Alright, we'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later, if I dare. Okay. Oh. Hey, hold on. The kitchen knife. Can I pit him? Nope.
Remember, it's A and D.
Yes. And her. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna save scum. But I kind of want to pit them. Ah! Let me back up. Let me back up. Nope.
Objection!
Haha! Those two statements clearly have a deeply significant connection.
Good grief, you mean they don't contradict each other? Explain, counsel, at once.
Juror number 2, do you think, perhaps, that this could be one such novel alternative?
Oh my, whatever do you mean?
An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back.
What are you talking about?
We've demonstrated that the 4th book, The Lion's Pride, that was found at the scene of the crime, originated in Mr. Garadeb's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object besides the book could have found its way from the Garadeb household to the street below. The kitchen was fucked up.
What's that now?
After all, Mrs. Garadeb could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, juror number 4?
What are you insinuating now, you little beanpole?
He kind of is. A little bit. Not
I mean,
a lot.
the dude was able to fit in a little luggage case.
That's true. That's true. He's a little bit lanky. I'm beginning to think that ever since the true origins of this book came to light. Did she? Okay, so did the book get thrown out the window? The victim bent over to pick it up, and then the knife, that's how the knife got her in the back? It's possible. Perhaps she's had a feeling this might be what happened. Now, you listen. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know what that means. As the foreman of this jury, I demand a straight answer. He gave us this yarn about some other object making its way out of the house, but what? What was it?
Apparently, it's a Australian bird.
Huh?
A gala? Galah? A small Australian cockatoo with a grey back and rosy pink head and underparts, abundant and regarded as a pest.
Oh. Huh.
You annoying stupid bird!
Do I look like I'm an Australian to you?
Yeah, you don't have jorts on.
I don't wear jorts. I only wear mismatched sweat outfits because I work from home. I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to make, but I haven't any real evidence to back it up.
Do we have evidence?
We have this knife.
Okay.
We have this, which we already examined. We only have like 7 pieces.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7. We don't count them.
We have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7,
Well, I'm
8.
not counting the armband.
Oh, no, okay, you're so right. I was counting the armband. And why wouldn't you count the armband? That was Asogi's.
It's not relevant to the case!
But it was his!
Oh, boo-hoo! Get over it! Get over it! He's gone now. Never come back. Stop. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay,
I'm gonna lock the
fine.
keys in my car again.
Iconic of you, honestly.
So stupid.
It's funny. Okay, I'm sorry. But I'm certain that at the very least, this warrants further investigation. Can you? Where is my thing? Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Foreman. I'll try to explain the defense's theory. The other object that found its way from the Garadeb household to the scene of the crime was this.
Take that!
Juror number 4, Mrs. Garadeb.
What now?
I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before? Tony will get over it when Ryu does. Exactly. So when I die. Ugh!
Good Lord, Counsel, what on earth are you doing? That's the weapon that was lodged into the victim's back, man.
Wait, what the fuck? What's my judge voice again?
It's really kind of like this.
My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb were in the throes of an argument. Mrs. Garadeb was hurling anything she could at her husband, who had been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which a book sailed to land at the scene of the crime.
You can't seriously believe that. The book was found in the victim's grasp.
Sorry.
Are you saying that it flew out the window and across the street to land neatly in her hand?
Huh. Even my missus hasn't got a name like that.
Yes, I admit there are many details we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why. We must not allow this trial to end. Not right now.
Oh my!
Mrs. Garadeb, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not?
Oh!
I love Sasato kind of like,
Mr. Naruhodo, what the fuck?
sorry.
My lord, I wish to change my decision. I'm a woman of my word, after all.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but I just don't think it would be right for this trial to come to an end with so many unanswered questions.
Mr. Foreman, I definitely thought he was going to be biased against us.
I'd have to agree. Not that I think the Granny didn't mind.
Yes, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either.
All together now, ladies and gents.
Hey, what about the old man? Is he not convinced, or did he just not hear us?
Maybe he just didn't hear us, probably.
We did it.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo.
The gents for the hats? Yes, exactly.
So, as a result of the defense examination, the number of jurors' leanings have changed. 2 jurors called guilty against 4 now calling innocent.
Hats for gents. Hat for gent sounds like on like Tinder or whatever, like mask for mask.
So dumb.
Hat for gent.
Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided. And this trial will continue.
Mask for mask is out. Hats for gents is in. New Discord name for someone? Well, it can't be Luca's new Discord name because I still like whore-ass Nightly.
Now, speaking of whore ass, did you see Iwamoto's last AI2 art?
That's exactly what prompted it. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
That's what prompted it. Because I said that. I love Iwamoto's baseball AU. Can I just say?
I'm obsessed with it. As a person who enjoys sports, I'm obsessed.
I drew baseball Courtney and then I never uploaded it. I'm gonna.
Holds out hand. Holds out hand.
Okay, I'm
Excuse me.
I drew it on paper, so I was.
God damn you, paper!
I was just gonna take a picture and I'll take a picture and send it to you, but I was gonna fix it up in like Procreate. I'll do a bunch of them and then I'll send them to you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, wonderful.
Draw them doing tennis too.
Yes. Oh my god. Wait, sorry, 1 second. Who's the Prince of Tennis out of everyone? Is it Baby Miles?
It has to be Baby Miles, dude. You look at Baby Miles, go, I don't like the look on your face.
It's true. And then Baby Miles is constantly being a sarcastic little shit to everyone.
Maybe Miles puts the finger to it, taps his finger to its forehead. He's like, huh, can't even differentiate an Eastern grip from a Western grip, huh?
Oh, I want to watch Prince of Tennis. Okay, no one.
And then he's like, he goes, mada dene. And and then Phoenix is like, why does the translator always change what it means?
Why does the translator either never translate it or just translate it differently every time? Okay, I know none of you know about Prince of... If anybody knows about Prince of Tennis, you have to tell me. Otherwise, we'll just move on.
Anyways, now then, Lord Van Zakes, how does the prosecution wish to proceed? Oh, I don't have juice today. This trial is rapidly descending into a farce.
I do love your Foley work with the ice cubes. It made me laugh so hard last time.
Like a corked wine, the first few sips are bitter enough.
You're drinking bitter wine? Dude.
But what follows is so repugnant it's good for nothing save the gutter.
If I may, Lord Van Zeeks, the defense has just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened.
Credible? Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman?
Oh, Cole just asked if I left the baseball drawing at his place because I drew it when I drew it in his sketchbook because I hadn't brought my tablet.
Cole, come on, come through, man. Just like the bird. Come on, come through.
Oh yeah, the bird. I have a picture of it, Cole, but thank you.
I said this. The defense's argument is a joke, to which I barely know how to respond. But let me start by insisting that you must all familiarize yourselves better with the relative positions of those places being discussed.
What do you mean by that? What's his angle this time?
It should already be more than apparent that between the crime scene and the Garadeb household runs a rather wide street, Raya Road.
Also, we should be so flattered that Cole is here instead of in the stream of Mr. German 985. Thank you for being here, Cole.
Thank you, Cole. Which means that the distance from the Garadeb's house to the scene is some 15 yards.
Let me see. 15 yards. That's around 14 meters.
14 meters? Oh, that's a little farther than I'd imagined.
And, as you ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightly noted as having portentous significance, the fourth book was found in the victim's clutches. I can't get my voice to be scratchy like how I feel it usually.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I don't know why.
Yeah, that's with Sasato right now. I'm like, she's usually like, I feel her differently in my throat than how I'm feeling her right now. Weird night.
It says like with Van Zeeks and with Apollo, I can feel the cords of steel. Like I can feel the scratchiness, but like I can't get it to be like that. It's like, I don't know. It's like rubbing against the surface instead of scratching, for lack of a better description.
No, I totally get you, especially with Apollo's. Like his is like a grating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's just not hitting that spot today.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's all right.
In other words, the smoldering book, wantonly hurled by the lady of the house, traveled some 15 yards.
Sorry. Why was I in a different window?
To land on the opposite side of the road, nearly between the collapsed victim's fingers and thumb. Is that your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend? And did the jackknife follow a neo-identical trajectory to plunge into the middle of the victim's back? This fantasy is somewhat stretching the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think.
I think Clavier had a worse day than this.
Yes. Even those pathetic serialized detective stories have more believable plots.
Sasato's
Sorry,
like,
excuse me?
I swear to fucking God.
Excuse me? Excuse me? That is the refined and heralded manga series. The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, and I will thank you to respect that.
Ugh! There's nothing I can say to that.
That prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice.
You tell him.
You tell him! Yeah, exactly, Luca. A woman got stabbed in the back. Excuse you, I lost my keys. It was devastating.
God, I miss Clavier.
I miss that guy so much. Oh.
Turns around.
I don't have anything of his.
Well, you should change that.
I should. I really
You
should.
need to print out a clip art of a guitar and then post it right next to Mikeko.
Yes, yes. Well, the thing is, that's the thing. I don't have a printer. I don't know where Brad got that.
What the fuck? What?
I don't know. It just appeared in my house one day, and it was in the kitchen cupboard, and I stole it, and I'm like, I'm taking this for my stream. And then I did, and I never took it off the wall. And then my director comments on it all the time, because he's like, why do you just have a cat? Like a picture of a cat. And I'm like, it's a long story, bitch. Anyways. Miss Sasato?
He's like scandalized. Miss Sato.
Sasato.
Yes!
Her favorite manga, The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes! You fucking tell him!
My manga says shut the fuck up!
Serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he? Beast! How dare you?
Maybe let's pick our battles here.
My lord, might I be allowed to speak?
Tear him a new one. Tear him a new one. As judicial assistant, you may speak for the defense. Yes, go ahead.
The prosecution may consider the idea fantasy, but what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its leaning.
Oh, also, sorry, I missed about 8 minutes ago, Rin Torai followed. Thank you, welcome, thank you for following. Sorry, I didn't say anything 8 minutes ago.
In
And-
2 minutes, you can say something.
Yeah, there you go.
And as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible. To that end, juror number 4, Mrs. Joan Garadeb, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination.
Say it's alive! A cross-examination of a juror. Order! This is highly irregular. It is unprecedented for a member of the jury to be summoned to the witness stand.
Objection!
And unnecessary. Lord Van Zakes! There are already witnesses on the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. If my learned friends' farcical theory has any truth in it, then both a burning book and a jackknife must have flown through the sky before this couple's eyes. And we must assume that they would be able to testify accordingly. What say you, witnesses?
Yes, sir. Constable Rolly Beat reporting for duty, sir.
Well, good morning, officer.
Sorry for dozing off until now, sir. I haven't had slept a month. I'll cat a villain who's appeared on my beat, sir.
Oh, they are so heroic, these London Barbies.
Patricia, my darling, I've been neglecting you. But no more.
Oh, Rowley, my hero, you make me swoon.
Very well, I hereby rejected the Fancy's request.
Oh,
And order the witnesses in the stand to testify again. State forthwith before the court any details pertaining to the Fancy's alternative explanation of events. What the fuck? What am I doing?
You did like a mix of him and someone else.
There's so many people.
There's
Okay.
so many people.
Yes, sir. This case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garrett. Believe me, along with Bobby, he's got his word. You see, sir, the windows up on the top floor of the Garrett house are top-hinged casements.
obviously, if anything had been thrown out the window, we would have seen it. I did leave the scene to go fetch help, but my trusty Rowley was there to make sure nothing was disturbed.
I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front, sir. Well, this is quite startling. Top hinge casement windows. The detail was not in a police report, Constable. Yes. Sorry about that. I must have been a little drowsy. You cannot excuse your sins with drowsiness every time, Constable. No, sir.
Sorry, but what exactly is a top-hinged casement window?
And you.
Me?
You cannot excuse your ignorance with such trite remarks, my learned friend. Stop!
Of course. Sorry.
I found it, Mr. Naruhodo. Cast your mind back to the windows in Mr. and Mrs. Garredeb's room.
All right, I'll try.
So the window opens in order to allow air to circulate inside the house. But as it's a top-hinged casement window, it swings open along the upper edge, you see.
I'm glad you've rectified your ignorance. A casement window's most prominent feature is its stay. A metal bar which prevents the window from being opened beyond a certain amount.
It prevents it opening? This is all news to me.
Absolutely correct, sir. In other words, if a book or knife would have been thrown through the open window, it would have clattered against the pane and fallen straight down to the pavement below.
No.
You see the problem then. Good. Your execution in Windows is complete. There was never any possibility of either the book or the knife traveling 15 yards over the road. That is, unless the window pane had been shattered, something we've discounted already.
That can't be.
B?
There's a bee?
Did you see that, Rowley? That young man just collapsed in agony.
Oh yes, Madonna, I saw it. I saw how he crumbled before me.
Oh, Rowley, you're so strong.
How is this happening? I haven't even started the cross-examination yet, and already my argument's been destroyed. How is this happening?
How is this happening? Counsel, if you could drag yourself upright again, the court awaits your cross-examination.
My lord. Oh, good. Another desperate situation. Okay, this case has nothing to do with London Gob Bobby is good for his word. The windows on the top floor of the Garrett house are top-inch casements. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. I did leave the scene to go and fetch help. My trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed. I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment. Nothing strange to report on that front. Well, then you wouldn't have seen... Hold on. You wouldn't have seen your surroundings. Nothing to report?
That's correct, sir. I had my eyes wide open the entire time. Never looked away for a second. No one else approached the scene, and nothing was removed from it. I can swear to that on Yard's honor, sir.
Really? That seems a little strange.
Beg your pardon, sir. Jane, sir. Seems altogether regular to me.
This burnt copy of the Lion's Pride was originally in the Garradeb household. So the question remains, how did it find its way into the hand of the victim? Can you shed any light on that, seeing as you were at the scene of the crime the entire time?
Could it be a different copy, sir? Won't that just happen to be burnt as well?
Even if that were possible, why would the victim have been gripping a book like that in her hand? As we can see from this photographic print, she had a bag over her shoulder.
Well, sir, that book was in the lady's hand from the moment we arrived at the scene.
Is that so? There's something about this statement that's not sitting right with me. The two mysteries of how that knife ended up in her back and how that book ended up in her hand. There must be some common thread between them.
I hate how, like, no matter what, at the end of, like, the row of statements, it always goes to the, this is what you're supposed to do, like, part of the game. It's, like, so annoying.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Naruhodo. I had no right to speak out.
What do you mean?
I requested the cross-examination of Mrs. Garradeb without consulting you. Even if the judge did deny me.
Oh, I see. Well, I agree with you. We do need testimony from Mrs. Garradeb, if we're ever going to get the truth out of this matter.
Do you really think so?
Well, think about it. No matter how far it is across the road or how that window opens, Mr. Garradeb's book found its way to the scene of the crime somehow, didn't it?
You're right.
And then there was Mrs. Garradeb's reaction to me showing her the knife. The woman's hiding something, I'm sure of it.
You're right again.
We need to use this cross-examination to uncover more clues. We'll get to the bottom of this one way or another, I swear.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's just the blunt tip again. Oh, did it? It's just, like, why doesn't it have blood on it?
Hold it!
How can you say that for certain?
A very good question, sir. And the answer is this. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on as a reminder to all his policemen of our sworn duty.
He showed us that before, didn't he?
Did he? I can't say I remember.
To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man is what the job's all about. And that is why I can stand here today beside my long-suffering wife and tell you a Bobby's good for his word.
But where's your proof?
I mean, it's the book while rubbing my eyes tiredly. While rubbing my tired eyes admittedly, sir.
Oh, Rowley, you're so manly.
Of course I am, my darling Patricia.
Of course I am. What?
Oh, Pat.
Oh, Rowley.
Okay. This is.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What is that from something?
You don't know from SpongeBob?
I don't listen. There's a lot of SpongeBob.
Well, it's a scene where like SpongeBob's trying to do stand-up comedy, and then like he's really bad at it, and then in the back, the one fish is like,
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I don't remember that part. I remember a lot of SpongeBob, but not all of it. There's a lot of SpongeBob. No, none of this is what I meant. No, none of this. That's not shut up, that's not quintessential SpongeBob. Quintessential SpongeBob is, we take Bikini Bottom and we push it somewhere else. Like that.
I don't know, I feel like that one's pretty iconic.
I don't know.
Before the episode where it's the episode where SpongeBob performs microaggressions to be funny.
I don't remember this episode. What the hell?
How do you not remember this one?
I don't remember this episode. I remember some episodes of SpongeBob incredibly clearly, not that one.
It's so hard. Even if you like hadn't grown up watching SpongeBob, I feel like at some point you would still like see or hear the scenes from it.
Yeah, like
you know?
on the internet or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh, okay. I meant, how can you say for certain that this case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb?
Oh, I see. Sir, you should have said so earlier, sir.
Yes, well, so could you answer the question? That was a waste of time then.
Absolutely, sir. I will answer it to the fullest of my ability, sir. There's a surprising reason why Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb's domestic dispute can't be related to this case. But before I get into that, sir, just one thing.
Yes?
I very much like you and all your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland Yard. So I hope you'll take back some tales of us London bobbies and how we uphold our guiding principles.
I wasn't planning on going back just yet. I've only just arrived here. 2 days ago.
I don't care, so to that end, sir, I'll be happy to lend you my wallet card for your perusal.
Oh, good night, good night.
Good night. But I must warn you, you won't be able to get through it without shedding a few tears.
Thank you. I'll try. Okay. Small folding wallet. Identify the London bodies and contains the rules of conduct which are listed here. Well, let's see what it's got in it, shall we? Item number 1. A policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. A patrolling officer is expected to walk 20 miles, 500 miles, around his beat every day for the furtherance of community relations. Any crimes... Okay, sorry. This is Principles of Policing. Metropolitan Police Regulations. Any crimes fall under jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. Whose beat she took? Okay, so Pat went and left and did the she went to the police box, right? And
Yes.
she went to go find whoever was on this beat. So who didn't help with the investigation then? Might I ask? What am I to do with this muscular urge? Pray, what can I kick?
Pray, what can I kick?
What can I kick? Okay. I left the scene to go fetch help. Who did you get? Yes, you said that you went to a nearby police box to fetch another officer. Is that right?
That's right, yes. If it had been on Rowley's beat, I would have known exactly where I was going, of course.
Don't feel bad, my love. You can't be expected to know the location of every police box on every beat.
Sir Rowley told me the way, only I sort of got a little lost on the way.
Patricia, my darling, that's why I love you. Your terrible sense of direction is bewitching to me.
Need me a freak like that. I can't fucking...
Oh, Pat.
Oh, Rowley! I can't. I have no sense of direction. Oh, please.
So, I suppose I was gone for about 15 minutes. But like I said, my Rowley was at the scene the whole time, making sure nothing was disturbed.
I was off duty at the time, of course, but a true Bobby is never really off duty, so...
Who did you get? I didn't press this, did I?
No.
Hold it!
But according to my notes here, the sun had gone down already and it was dark.
Oh, but Rowley and I were strolling along, gazing at the night sky and looking for our lucky star.
Sorry?
The star that will guide us to eternal happiness.
Can't it guide you to answer the question?
If a flaming book had cut across the sky in front of us, it would have lit up like a shooting star.
And if I'd seen a shooting star, I would have made a wish upon it. Let Rowley be an inspector, I would have said 3 times at least.
Of course, what with the smog and everything, we couldn't actually see any stars.
In short, are you trying to say that neither a book nor a knife crossed the sky before you?
Yes, sir, that is correct, sir. As sure as the night sky in London is starless, sir.
It certainly seems like they're telling the truth.
And then we saw the poor woman fall to the ground, so we ran straight over to help her.
And I pressed this.
Mm-hmm.
And I pressed this.
Uh-huh.
So we gotta present something somewhere.
Well, there's still a statement you didn't press.
What? This one? No.
Hold it!
By which you mean they don't open fully, is that correct? Thank you, Taya.
Yes, sir. They're just there to allow a bit of air through the house, you see, so they're restricted as to how much they open.
And therefore, anything thrown out the window from inside the room would simply strike the pane and fall to the street directly below. For clarity, allow me to mark the map. Here is the location where objects would have fallen. Yes, directly opposite the scene of the crime on the other side of the rather wide road.
Would it have been so hard for somebody to mention this top-hinged casement thing before? Well, I have another question for you, Constable.
And what would that be, sir?
How do you even know? Why would you have any idea what sort of windows Mr. and Mrs. Garridup's house is furnished with?
Well, sir, that's very simple. You see, I helped with the investigation yesterday.
Where's my D? Look around. There we go.
Where's your D?
Where's my D? Where's the D? Where's the D? Do you have something to add, Mrs. Beat?
Sorry?
You look, well, delighted. Is there some particular reason for that?
Oh, I was just remembering, that's all. We really were so lucky.
Lucky? What do you mean?
Well, of course I feel terrible for the poor woman who was attacked. Don't misunderstand me, please. But we were just so lucky it didn't happen on Rowley's beat. It was so close to see.
Oh, I hadn't realized.
Oh yes, that's Street Briar Road. That's the boundary between Rowley's beat and the next one. Isn't that right, my love?
Constable Beat.
Yes, that's right. That's the reason why I was up and out with interviewing the occupants of the Garridup household yesterday. The house is on my beat, you see, sir.
Sir? That really was cutting it close then.
Constable, I wonder if you could clarify something. If the Garridup household is on your beat, does that mean that the pavement next to it is as well?
Outside Mr. Garridup's house? Yes, ma'am. The pavement on the side of the road is part of my beat.
I see. I was unaware of that.
Just think, if a woman had been attacked just on the other side of Briar Road, we would never have been able to go for that meal to celebrate our wedding anniversary. But that's the life of a Bobby after all.
Extraordinary people, Lord Bobbies, tirelessly working for the benefit of all Londoners.
Do you know what I think? I think it was the good Lord's way of rewarding my Rowley for all his hard work.
A woman got stabbed.
Right.
A man is on trial for murder.
Uh-huh. A woman got stabbed. Multiple people's lives have been changed, and you're like,
The Lord is blessing us. Don't you think so, my darling?
There must be it, Pat, my love. There must be it.
I think perhaps we should make sure we have that information officially on record.
Leave it to me, Mr. Naruhodo. I'll take care of it immediately.
Okay.
And now it's my turn, I think. Can I ask you something? Please, Mr. Lawyer, sir?
Oh, yes, of course. What is it?
You're doubting us, aren't you? I can tell.
What? I wasn't really, I mean, what's she doing?
Please, just because I'm a woman doesn't make my testimony any less valuable. You might just see me as the wife of a policeman, but I'm a woman of my word, I am.
I really don't remember ever suggesting that I doubted you.
No excuses, I don't want to hear it. My voice will be heard. My lord, you'll let me speak, won't you?
Yes, Mrs. Bede, I will allow you to supplement your testimony if you so desire. Sometimes the path of least resistance is the sage one.
That was a very loud mutter.
I heard that. That man thinks a policeman's wife's word counts for nothing, does he? Well, watch out, sir. I might let you get away with something like that, but my Rolly won't.
Duly noted, Mrs. Beat. Please, I humbly ask you to continue.
What could she possibly be about to say, I wonder?
Yeah, like, Ryu is literally, he's just standing there. He is literally just standing there.
I know what I saw. My eyes never let me down. My sense of direction's a little off sometimes, though.
Hold it!
Mrs. Beat, nobody is questioning what you've told us.
I saw it, I did. That evening, I saw it clearly. That little man with the whiskers and the funny curved back slinking away from the scene. And I know what I didn't see as well. I didn't see any flaming books and knives flying through the sky.
All very clear. You also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction?
Oh, yes, well, that's a little embarrassing, really. I'm always ended up at the wrong place or what I've made arrangements for. Bleh. I've always ended up at the wrong place where I've made arrangements to meet Rowley. He gets ever so cross.
Excuse me.
Constable Beat, is there a problem?
No, sir. No problem, sir.
Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind, perhaps?
Oh, well, in a way, sir. Yes, sir. I was just remembering that the same thing happened that evening is all.
You mean Mrs. Beat lost her way on the night of the incident?
Well, you see, I set her off to find a police box in the next beat over for mine. But she was gone a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. I thought she'd be back inside 10 minutes, but my darling was gone a good 15.
Oh, Rowley, you're such a tease. But the reason I was gone so long was because of the bouquet, silly.
The bouquet?
Sorry, what bouquet are you talking about?
Oh, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Rowley's so romantic. He saved up for it with his farthings and halfpennies.
Appenies? Whatever.
Halfpennies he found in the gutter while doing his rounds.
Yes, how romantic.
I'd forgotten all about it until just now. Had you, my darling?
Pato, stop.
Oh yes. But that was just between us.
Why? I'm just getting Steam notifications.
Damn, it's that Halo bug, man. No talking about it to anyone else, darling. You have to promise.
Really? Oh.
What was that all about? Constable Beat looked very obviously troubled during that exchange.
Not that he just said, you have to be quiet and
Right.
not talk about it in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I can't offer any useful insight, Mr. Naruhodo. But I'm quite sure of one thing. We have to ask Mrs. Beat about the bouquet.
Mrs. Beat, this bouquet you just mentioned. I'd like you to add the details about it to your testimony, please.
Oh, really? Yes, I'd love to. What happened was I dropped my bouquet and ended up losing my way for a while.
Okay. Tell me about the bouquet.
Hold it!
You mean you dropped the bouquet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, that's right. I was so upset. when we ran over and saw it was a woman with a knife in her back. I was so shocked, I dropped the bouquet Rowley gave me. It was in a dark spot where the streetlights weren't casting any light, so I didn't notice it first.
And then you went to the police box to report it to the policeman whose speed it was on?
Yes, and I came back to the scene together with the other constable, you see. That's when I spotted my bouquet again, but the funny thing was that when I went to pick it up, it was nowhere near the victim's body at all.
In case you need reminding, Mrs. Bate, the victim is not deceased.
I was all flustered for a moment before I heard a voice calling me from the other side of the road.
Your husband, presumably.
That's right, silly me, I'd gone over to the wrong side of the street. Although, I'm going to blame the bouquet this time. I can't think of how it got there, really, I can't.
So the bouquet somehow moved from one side of Briar Road to the opposite.
Curious indeed.
Isn't it? But the worst of it is, I forgot to pick the bouquet up again when we left it at the scene. That beautiful rose Rowley bought me, with that change from the gutter he spent so long collecting.
By bouquet, do you perhaps mean the sorry, solitary rose?
Rude!
Oh, yes, that's it. That's the bouquet Rowley bought me for our anniversary, with all bits of change he found in the gutter.
Maybe just call it a rose.
Tell us, Lord Van Seeks, where did you come by the flower? According to the report by the police officer in charge of the crime scene investigation, it was found on the edge of the pavement in front of the Garadeb household.
In front of the Garadeb's house?
Although it wasn't noticed until the morning, as it lay where the street lamps cast no light. It was believed to be of no relevance to the case, since it was found on the opposite side of the thoroughfare.
I thank you, sir. Thank you. Could I have it back now, please?
No, I think for good measure this rose should be added to the court record as evidence.
Oh.
Okay, so I need a little clarification on what. So she is saying that she dropped. So currently, all right, I need this map. I need the map. Give me the map. Give me the map. Okay, so we're currently saying this is where the X is where the victim was found.
Yes.
And somehow the books and shit ended up over where the X is, even though if they had been thrown out the window, they would have ended up directly beneath the Garadeb's house on the other side of the street.
Yes.
And that's where the rose was found too?
Yes.
Okay. And sorry, which direction did Rowley and Polly?
From the south.
Okay. On which side of the street, do we know?
So I'm assuming, okay. So what we discussed is that they ran up to the body. I'm trying to remember exactly which direction what's his face walked.
Mr. Natsume?
Yeah.
He would have walked.
He either up on he would have been going down Briar Road, right? So they'll be coming from the bottom up.
But didn't we talk about how he came down Calabash?
Yeah, but that was based off of us thinking that there was construction happening on Meersham Street.
Oh, right.
But they were only 2 yards. And then the old man slipped on Calabash Road, but doesn't recall seeing Natsume. So.
Right. Okay.
So the way that it is that It was, so think about it in terms of this. It's Natsume, and then in front of him is victim, and then coming the opposite way going towards them is Rolly and Pat.
Okay, so Natsume would be above where the X is.
Yes.
Okay. So, but she's just, okay, so she's saying she dropped the rose when she saw the body.
Yes.
So they had to have been on the opposite side of the street here.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just trying to get it.
So yeah, no, you got it. You got it.
Okay, I'm just...
So think about, there's an important reason why this is relevant, okay? Think about all the stuff that you've learned so far. What you've learned about London Bobbies.
Yeah. And, right, so it was not on his beat. That's the other thing. It wasn't on his beat, but the Bobby thing says that when a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with the initial investigations and help the detectives. So why wasn't whoever's beat it was on helping? Why was Rolly helping?
Well, he was, like, he discovered he and his wife discovered the crime. So he was still helping with the initial investigation. And then after that, it's left to the Bobby in charge of that beat.
But it's when a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist. But it wasn't on Rolly's beat. Because they had to go find whoever's beat it was on.
Well, he's still assisting, though, is the thing.
Okay.
So I'm just going to tell you now, this other policeman is not relevant. Think about that, what you just read on the warrant card, right? Okay. And what did it say?
On the other side?
Yeah.
Any crimes fall under jurisdiction of any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. Okay.
Right. Okay, and then think about what you explained to me already with the body and its positioning and the rose and stuff.
It's not on his beat, but the rose is.
Mm-hmm. But if she discovered the body and dropped it...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It doesn't make sense if she... Because I guess she would have...
They're so lucky, aren't they?
They're so lucky. They were so
lucky that body wasn't discovered on Rolly's
Did they, like, drag it across the street? The freaks? I'm holding that they've dragged it across the street. She's a little freak.
But it's a symbol of our love.
See, she's dragging. She's dragging.
I want it back after the trial. Do you hear me? I want it back.
Good grief, rest assured that I shall do my very best to not forget, Mrs. B.
Okay, I've gotta present something. Drop my okay.
So go back to the fifth statement.
Yeah.
I mean the previous one, sorry.
Okay. Let me see. If there's anything here. The victim remains unconscious. Her name was Glean, blah, blah, blah. The assailant was seen running away by the reporting officer and was successfully arrested. The young... Oh, no, there's only two.
So the statement where Rolly's going... I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, so nothing strange to report on that front. Look at that one again.
Oh, sorry, it's at the other end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front, sir.
You're saying this very. Okay, sorry. Was found. Okay. Just outside Constable Beat's Beat, the border of which runs down the middle of Briar Road. Okay.
You're overthinking it.
Am I?
Yeah. You're trying to connect pieces that you don't have to connect yet. Okay? So think about it. The statement, I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment.
Yeah.
Nothing strange to report on that front.
So,
Think about the information we learned after that statement. What was the newest thing we learned about?
I feel very stupid right now.
No, I'm not. No, you're not stupid.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we learned that she dropped her rose.
Right.
We learned that if a Bobby finds a thing on, if a Bobby finds a crime on his beat, he has to help with the investigations.
Right. So, you mentioned the rose, right?
Yes.
How did the people of the court react to this being brought up?
Well, they were like, it looks like shit. They were like, it looks a bit shit.
Uh-huh. Did everyone have that same opinion?
I mean, she didn't.
Okay, who else?
Rolly? Ryu?
How did Rolly react to the rose?
Well, he wanted her to stay quiet about it, but like, all right. Well, I'm gonna investigate it, but I forgot that he wanted her to stay quiet about it. It's very stylish. It's a newspaper, Ryu. It's very stylish paper the flower's wrapped in, isn't it?
It's just an old newspaper, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, I suppose it's because I'm not used to seeing English print. It looks so exotic to me.
Ah, I see. Well, maybe if you read The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no. I was just thinking if you wrapped a stone-baked... I was just thinking that if you wrapped a stone-baked sweet potato in an English newspaper, it might look like some sort of fancy cake.
Ah, Susato-san, you do love your cakes. Cake lover? So true.
An English rose. It's such a beautiful flower.
Ah, this is a rose, isn't it? I've never seen one before.
Do you not take an interest in flowers, Mr. Naruhodo?
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I do know 3 types at least. It's genetic! It's genetic! Oh my god, it's genetic. That's fucking hilarious.
God, you would think you could open a damn book.
Right? You'd think he would like look outside at the grass, at the flowers and the grass and the rivers and the rocks and the trees and the birds and the sky. But no, he's got his head in that damn book. It's because you're always on that damn book.
You're always in that damn book.
You're always on that damn book.
Gosh, 3?
Yes, plum blossom, peach blossom, and cherry blossom.
Perhaps you should consider branching out, learning some that aren't fruit tree based, for example.
Amazing. He always on that damn book. Okay. I guess I could present the... I'm gonna save scum. I don't want to do more things again. I don't need the Great Departure anymore. Certainly not. Let me back. Okay. Nope. That's not what I wanted.
Objection!
Alright. You claim, Constable Beat, there was nothing to report in the 15 or so minutes you were guarding the scene. But that cannot be.
What? What do you mean to say?
You see how long it took me to try and point you to this direction.
Listen. Listen. You know, sometimes I say all the lines, and as I'm saying them, all the information that they've said leaves my brain.
Of course. That's why I was reiterating it, right?
Yeah.
But you were still trying to connect like points that like weren't that relevant. Like those are all important things, and it's good that you're thinking about them. But at that moment, I was just like, "What does this statement say? What did we just learn? How do we connect these dots?"
Jet teacher voice moments. I'm sorry. I'm a little stupid right now.
Don't apologize. You don't have to apologize for anything. You're playing the game.
I'm playing the game. I'm running out of tea as well. I don't have any water. Might have to go get some, but we'll just keep going for now. In your testimony just now, Mrs. Beat, you explained to the court that when you arrived back at the scene of the crime with the policeman assigned to that beat, the bouquet you had dropped at the victim's side was no longer anywhere nearby.
Objection!
Yes, on the opposite side of Briar Road to where the victim was attacked. But considering the size of that meager bouquet, if a single sorry bloom can be so described.
Varric Van Zieks hates poor people.
Yeah.
No doubt it was blown in the wind across the street back into the gutter where it belongs.
What the hell, man?
Mika?
Objection!
Don't be fucking rude. But if that were the case, why did Constable Beat not testify to the fact?
No one else approached the scene, and nothing was removed from it. Constable Beat swore that on Scotland Yard's honor. But the bouquet belonged to me! It has nothing to do with the case. That's why Rowley didn't mention it, I'm sure.
No, because sadly it's not your bouquet. It's not only your bouquet we're talking about here. More than one thing in this case is mysteriously the wrong way around. That's what I was saying.
What are you talking about?
Van Zieks, look at the map. Think about it. Besides Mr. Beat's bouquet, there's Mr. Garadeb's book. Mr. Garadeb's copy of The Lion's Pride, which was thrown out the window by his wife, would have struck the pane of the casement window and landed here on the west side of the street. And yet, it was actually found here on the opposite side of the road in the victim's hand. Meanwhile, according to the testimony we've heard, Mrs. Beat's bouquet should have been dropped here at the scene of the crime on the east side of the street. But in fact, it was actually found here on the opposite side of the road in front of Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb's house. There's no logical explanation for those things. Unless somebody deliberately moved them, draggers. Look at that scarf, they use it for dragging things.
What you trying to say? The way you're talking, it sounds like you think my Rowley's done something wrong. Don't you listen to a word that scrawny lawyer says? That little beanpole. Wittering on about books and bouquets. Why should we care? It's nitpicking, that's what it is.
Oh good, Mrs. Garadeb's come round. You might call it nitpicking, Mrs. Garadeb, but deliberately meddling with the scene of a crime is a criminal offense. It's called,
tampering, Mr. Naruhodo.
But the person responsible for this tampering cannot admit to it, for a very subtle but compelling reason.
Objection!
Tampering? You barely heard the term before.
Shut up!
Tell us, my learned friend, who would possibly have had cause to carry out such an elaborate deception?
Automatic boot, thank you for following. Welcome. Yes, there is someone who tampered with the scene of the crime that evening. All the evidence in the testimony points to that one particular person.
Counsel, I must demand that you substantiate this conjecture. Who are you saying is responsible for tampering with the scene of crime?
Either it's him.
It's
him.
Oh.
It's you. Okay, it's got to be one of them. I would like to say it's either one of them, or I've been kind of suspicious of him, because he's like, oh, it's an old knee injury. I don't believe that for a fucking second. Why would they specify if I was supposed to believe that? But I want to say maybe it's her.
Who was suspicious of that?
Well, no. So okay, stop.
Okay, I'm
Hold on.
sorry. Go. I'm gonna talk about Resident Evil.
No, I need to explain it to you. Okay. So why I thought that maybe it was him was because he was like, why I thought maybe it was her was because she was like, oh, we're so lucky, blah, blah, blah. But then thinking about it, it's like he doesn't want her to say anything, and she was also gone for a while. So I think it's him.
Take that!
Okay, so you're right.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. We didn't want another who has the plate situation.
I was like, play! Oh my god!
Susato has the plate. Obviously, there's only one person it could have been. Constable Rolly Beat, it was you.
What? A policeman? A member of Scotland Yard?
What nonsense! Why would my Rowley do something like that? There's no one straighter than my husband. No Bobby works more tirelessly for the people of London.
Mrs. Beat, you said in your testimony that your husband asked you to go to a nearby police box to fetch the officer on duty. The 15 minutes that you were absent from the scene is the only opportunity anyone had to tamper with it.
You're making it up. It's all nonsense. It's all lies. What about that man with the whiskers? I bet it was him. He did it.
Objection!
If that was true, Constable Beat would have seen him do it.
Oh. And forgive me for pointing it out, but when you dropped your bouquet, Miss Beat, it was after the defendant had fled the scene. Ah! Well...
Objection!
You shouldn't?
First you make accusations about the landlord and his wife, and now you incriminate a policeman as well. But your accusations lack one very important thing. You claim the crime scene was tampered with. But there's only one reason anyone would commit such a reckless crime: to hide something.
That's right. He's right. But my husband and I just happened to be there, that's all. So why would we have anything to hide? It doesn't make any sense.
You've offered no motive for this alleged tampering. And until you do, your accusations are nothing but empty threats.
Constable Beat had a very good reason for wanting to tamper with the scene of the crime. That's the key to this entire affair.
Mr. Naruhodo, have you managed to solve this mystery?
Counsel, you have made a very serious accusation against a London police officer. If you are mistaken, I'm sure I need not point out that your reputation as a lawyer will be irrevocably damaged. With that stock warning in mind, you will now explain to the court the motive for this alleged tampering.
Yes, my lord. Okay, so I'm guessing it's got something to do with... Maybe he doesn't want to be an I'm still on this, like... Because why would he drag it to the other side of the street if he didn't want it on his beat? You know? Constable Beat's motive for tampering with the crime scene was to hide where the victim fell, I want to say. Where the victim fell to the ground. This is what this Bobby had to cover up at all costs.
What?
Why is he doing this?
Where the victim fell? You mean where she was attacked? What are you talking about? We told you at the very start, didn't we? On the pavement at Briar Road. We saw it happen, remember? It was right here. As if anyone didn't already know.
She's got bad sense of direction, though.
No.
That's certainly what everybody has been led to believe. But in fact, that isn't where the victim was stabbed at all.
What?
What?
I'm beginning to wonder where this yeah, trial and counsel.
God, I hate this game. They just make me say fucking words, dude.
You did sign up to say words. I'm sorry.
I know, but usually the words are like a little easier to say.
If that's your assertion, then the court is dying to know, my friend.
You're doing great.
Why are you proposing that the crime actually took place that evening?
Over here. This side. This side.
Take
right?
that!
But that's on the opposite side of the road.
I don't understand.
On the evening in question, Taya, I just don't know what's going on in the chat. I've never played a Resident Evil game. I want to play the second one because Shutakumi worked on it, and I need to absorb whatever is in his brain, but...
He did?
Mhm.
The original or the remake?
I think it was the original.
Oh, I see.
On the evening in question, Mr. Garadeb's book fell directly down from the open window above. And your bouquet, Miss Beat, never moved at all. What did move was the scene of the crime itself.
Good gracious!
He poops himself.
Objection!
Perhaps you haven't been listening to the ample testimony the court has heard. But these witnesses both saw the moment the attack took place.
That's right. I saw it with my own eyes.
It was 5 o'clock in the evening and already dark. There was the typical London fog on the ground. When you saw this incident unfold and ran to the victim's aid, that was actually on the west side of Briar Road. If you streamed Resident Evil in the server, would I like to watch it? Sure. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd watch it.
No, that's not true. It can't have been.
Constable Beat then arranged for you to be absent for a while by sending you for help. And during the 15 minutes you were away, he transplanted the crime scene. He moved all the things shown in this print. The victim herself, the 4 books. He moved everything, in fact, to the pavement on the east side of Briar Road.
Extraordinary!
But the constable overlooked one thing.
What? What did he overlook?
The bouquet, I presume.
Exactly.
The prosecution told the court just a few minutes ago about the discovery of the rose bouquet. Lord Van Zeek said it wasn't noticed until the morning as it lay where the street lamps cast no light.
Yes, it couldn't be seen in the dark, obviously.
Which is why it was the only bouquet, or was only the bouquet, that was found in its original position on the pavement on the west side of Briar Road. And that is the defense's theory about what really happened that evening. How do you respond? Constable Rolly Beat. Is he gonna have an evil moment? Evil moment?
Oh, well, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to nod off again, but I haven't slept properly in a month. Did I miss anything important?
Oh, Rowley. It isn't true, is it? What the lawyer said is all lies, isn't it? I know it is because you're the most upstanding, righteous man I know.
I had a dream. A terrible dream. All the things I did that night. Everything come out. Everything exposed.
The rumor come out? You gonna shit yourself?
Only it seems it wasn't a dream at all. Good golly! Order! What on earth is the meaning of all this Resident Evil in the chat?
Yeah.
Rowley, why? Why would you do something like this? Moving a corpse is a criminal offence, isn't it?
Wishing the victim dead should be one too.
Constable, explain yourself. Why would you do this? As a respected member of Scotland Yard, your duty is to protect the good people of London Town. Whoa, my voice is fluctuating again.
He's getting younger.
I can't say, sir. What? I really am ever so sorry about all this. For damaging the Yard's reputation. For everything.
I have a possible explanation for why, on that particular evening, Constable Beat felt compelled to move the scene of the crime. I can think of one reason.
What? How could you possibly know? You, presuming to understand the mind of a Scotland Yard policeman? And yet, Lord Mansinks, it is this man who has uncovered the startling truth of the matter thus far. I believe it would be beneficial to the court to hear this extraordinary young lawyer's theory.
Yeah, automatic boot. Van Zeeks doesn't know what empathy is.
Counsel for the defense, if you please.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, I think you had better show us some evidence.
At once, my lord. England, Japan, it makes no difference where you come from. Human emotions are the same. And I think I have a fairly good idea of the feelings behind this man's actions. I'm very in touch with my feelings.
What gives away the motive for Constable Beat's unthinkable actions?
All right. I want to say something in here. Because there's something about the allotted beat. There's something about he didn't want it to be on his beat for whatever reason. And help detectives. Does he hate Herlock Sholmes?
I hate Herlock Sholmes. I wish I was an investigator. I'm sick of being a goddamn beat.
Okay, I do want to say it's that. I mean, I don't think it would be this. I don't. This would be like, if I presented this, it would be like, oh, he wanted to do it for his wife, which doesn't make any sense. Because why? I mean, she was like, oh, we're so lucky. We're so lucky. We're so lucky. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Just outside Constable Beat's beat, the border of which runs down Briar Road. Okay, I'm gonna say it's the... This is the only thing that makes sense to me.
Take that!
I realize that I'm a foreigner in this land, and I've only just arrived from Japan. Which is why all this information about London's so-called bobbies is completely new to me. I've learned that, though honorable, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world, for example.
Keeping the peace, looking after the citizens on the beat is in all kinds of ways. There's no doubt that the young Bobby is charged with a great deal to do each day, certainly.
It has 2 correct answers, yes, so I could have also presented the other thing that says that his beat, it was, like, found off of his beat. I'm sorry, words. But for Constable Beat, the day in question was special. Grace! Terrible paper is finished! Hi, Grace!
Congrats.
Congrats on finishing your paper. I'm so happy for you. Hold on. Grace will graduate. Grace will graduate. There you go. I would give them little pom-poms, but I don't have any, and I don't really have time to make any. But for Constable Beat, the day in question was special. Yeah, okay, so he wanted to do the anniversary stuff with his wife, and he didn't want to be investigating a crime scene.
Special? How?
On account of this bouquet, my lord.
Oh, yes! It was our very first wedding anniversary.
Constable Beat had worked so hard to be able to afford this simple gift for his wife, and was so looking forward to taking her out for a celebratory meal.
When he and Mrs. Beat stumbled upon a crime along Briar Road.
When he saw that shadowy figure through the fog collapse on the pavement ahead of them, what must have gone through the man's mind?
But sir, just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Mrs. B puts up with a lot being married to a Bobby like me. I want to show my dear wife how much I care.
This is the warrant card that Constable Beat offered to lend me earlier. Inside, among the rules for patrolling policemen, it says, when a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with the initial investigation and help detectives.
Uh-huh!
Constable Beat. Is that or is that not the reason why you moved the whole scene of the crime that day?
Yes. Everything you said, it's alright.
So that's it. It was all to do with the boundary of your beat.
Oh. Exactly. To summarize, the incident actually occurred on Constable Beat's beat.
Good gracious! Constable, do you realize the gravity of what you've done?
It was the first time I became a copper that I'd ever cursed God. Stay close to me, Pat. The criminal could still be lurking somewhere. As we ran over to the scene, I had every intention of doing my duty as a police officer. Got to report this to the station as quickly as possible. But then it dawned on me. I realized where we were, where the victim was lying, and what that meant for me. When a crime is discovered on his beat, policemen must assist with initial investigations and help detectives.
That fucking airlock Shimes.
Why here? Why did this have to happen here? And why tonight of all nights? Why? It's a copper's job to guard the scene of the crime, so... I told Pat she'd have to go to the nearest police box and fetch whoever was on duty there. It was then, when I opened my mouth to speak, it just came out. I couldn't believe the words that were coming out of my own mouth. This is the next beat to mine, Pat. So you'll have to go to the police box that covers it. Turn right along Bishop Street and then...
Sasato.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Constable.
I just wanted just that one night to take my Patricia out for dinner.
Oh, Rowley.
Just that one night.
You knew that if the incident was on your beat, your evening of celebration would be ruined. And so you decided to move the entire crime scene outside your jurisdiction. Just across the street, to the east pavement on Briar Road, which falls under the neighboring beat's care.
You see, I thought... Well, I was sure the victim was dead, you see.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, of course he did. Otherwise, my Rowley would never have left the poor woman on the freezing cold pavement.
Oh, I see your meaning now.
Why are we crying? This guy just loves his wife. We're crying. This guy just loves his wife.
But God got me back for my sins, did he? That's why I missed the rose I bought for Pat.
Oh no, Rowley! That was all my fault! I should never have dropped it in such a dark place. I'm so sorry, Rowley.
And can you tell us, Constable, how many books did you move from the one side of the road to the other in total?
Oh, 4 was... Yes, sir. Definitely 4.
Yeah, Grace, I like how it's a method of tampering with the crime scene that's something so seemingly innocent for such a simple reason, yeah. Like, I'm finding that a lot about DGS. It's a lot of, like, the motivations for things and sort of the way things turn out is a lot more nuanced than in the original trilogy. So that's fun.
3 of them dropped by Mr. Natsumi, and the 4th, being the one that fell from the window upstairs in the Garrett household, of course.
But what made you place that book in the victim's hand? When all the others were scattered haphazardly around, I mean.
Oh, well, sir, that's because that's how I found it.
Okay.
How you found it? What do you mean?
When we first ran over to the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So, when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in the hand.
You're sure it was this book, The Lion's Pride, that the victim was holding?
Oh, yes, sir, no doubt about it, sir.
I killed a man.
I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I'm an evil human being.
Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. God, I love that scene. I miss AA4 again.
Me every day.
I miss the trilogy. I miss AA4, man. Interesting. Cry typing on the witness stand. I just want to shirk my responsibilities and get laid.
I thought it was an open shot case at the time, you see. There were only 2 people at the scene, and Pat and me both saw it happen. However, which way you looked at it, it had to be the fellow who ran off who done it, I thought. I couldn't see the harm, really. I didn't think moving it all over the road would make a jot of difference. I suppose this is it for me now. I've had it.
My lord? Yes, Lord Van Zeeks. I believe that concludes the cross-examination of the witnesses.
Is that your call to make?
Constable, you may withdraw.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Prosecutor, sir, what will become of my Rolly? What will happen to him?
For now, you are free to go home. The police will contact you in due course.
Please, don't punish my husband. This was all my fault. It's because I'm always moaning at him for coming home late.
Leave it now, Pat. Let's go home. I'm tired.
All right then, my love.
One last thing, Constable.
Sir?
Let this be a lesson to you. In a criminal investigation, every detail matters, however insignificant it may seem to you.
Yes, sir.
Carve that lesson in your mind. And never again make the mistake of tampering with the scene of a crime.
Never again, sir? You mean to say?
Surprisingly nice.
Leave, now. This trial's not yet over.
Sir!
He did his nice thing for the year.
For the century.
For the century.
Well, quite a startling revelation, I must say.
But we seem to be no closer to the end of the case.
Whoever thought of a third party transplanting the entire scene of a crime like that? Indeed, my lord. Nevertheless, there are some immutable facts here, principally that the accused, Mr. Suseki Natsume, is the only person who could possibly have committed this crime.
Objection.
Yeah, but Sarah Atlantis in Ace Attorney universe, it's prosecutors can apparently influence people's salaries. Like, it may not be their call technically, but like they're making the call anyways. Apparently, I guess. No, I disagree. Now that we know the true scene of the incident, there is someone else. Another person who could be responsible for the knife in the victim's back. Okay, bye, Taya.
Good night, Taya.
Forgive me for being presumptuous, but I believe the prosecution is probably well aware of this possibility already.
Lord Van Zeeks, is this true? Very well. Name the person if you will, and if further investigation is warranted. The prosecution has no objection to the trial continuing. You will name this other person who could have perpetrated the crime.
Okay. So it could have been if the objects are landing directly under the window.
It could have been.
Huh. Could not have been him. But could it?
Iris!
It was Iris! No, Professor Mikotoba is not there. You can't choose him.
The next best Mikotoba. Oh, she's the epitome of a refined Japanese lady and a huge help to me always. Aw, how sweet.
Wee.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Shomes because he was scaling the wall under the window and catching items and throwing them down.
Just for a laugh.
I wanted to draw something. No, I can't talk about it. We have to finish this case today.
We can talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. It's him.
It's him.
It's him. Fuck. Okay. Not her. Not them. I guess my best guess is her, because she was throwing shit.
Take that!
The defense would once again like to request the cross-examination of a new witness, my lord.
Once again.
My assistant made the same request earlier. In order to finally reveal the truth about the case, it's imperative that we cross-examine juror number 4, Miss Joan Garadeb.
Me? Oh, dearie me.
Objection!
That request has already been denied.
Objection!
But the situation is very different now. Mrs. Garadeb, answer me this.
What do you want now, you little toad?
At the time of the incident, you were engaged in a violent argument with your husband, Mr. John Garadeb. In the course of the argument, a minor house fire was ignited. And to clear the smoke from the room, your husband opened a window that looks out over Briar Road.
Well, what of it?
You threw this book at your husband when he was cornered with his back against the window. Upon striking the pane of the open top-hinged casement window, the book plummeted directly down, finding its way to what we now know to be the true scene of the incident.
Yes, and as I said, what of it?
During the argument, you were beside yourself with rage. As such, you threw not just books, but anything you could lay your hands on. So, let me ask you one more time, Mrs. Garadeb. This knife, the one removed from the victim's back, have you really never laid eyes on it before? Did she throw it and then the tip broke against the window frame and then it kind of spun down, ricocheted down, did a little spinny, and then ended up stabbing her but not fatally because the tip was blunt? Have you really never laid eyes on it before?
I don't recall it.
Seriously?
Am I supposed to remember everything I picked up and threw at my husband? And anyway, the man over there in all that regalia said members of the jury needn't testify, didn't he?
Conveniently, yes.
Objection!
No, I have no recollection of saying that old juror. Oh, sorry. No, I have no recollection of saying that at all. Juror number 4.
Oh!
Make no mistake, you jurors are not special in any way. You are not immune to the judicial process.
Varrock Van Zieks calls the jurors special snowflakes.
If you know something about this knife, madam, let the truth come out.
But that's just a common
Or garden knife? A commoner garden knife?
That's just a common or garden knife. It could have come from anywhere. We have several like that at home. If one went missing, how would you expect me to know?
What's that?
Are you joking? What are you saying, please, Mrs. Gaudeb?
Barak hates everyone equally.
Heart.
Barak Van Zieks, I'm not a racist. I hate everyone equally. Is this her?
Now you listen to me. I refuse to believe all this nonsense. I couldn't bear the thought that I'd injured someone. Do you hear? I couldn't bear it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the poor woman. So, yes, I want evidence. I want to see hard evidence if you're going to insist on this being my fault. You're going to have to prove to me that I threw that knife if that's what you think. Come along now, Chop Chop. Do your worst.
Well,
Well, Mr. Naruhodo?
if I had evidence like that, believe me, I would have thrown it at her already.
Then take the stand, juror.
Oh!
The prosecution does not object to the defense's request to cross-examine this woman.
Thank you, Lord Van Zieks.
I'm going to have to testify.
Juror number 4. As I'm sure you will appreciate, having observed it with your own eyes today, witness testimony can lead to the most extraordinary truths being unearthed. Truths of which the witnesses themselves may not even have been aware.
Oh, dearie me.
So I demand you your full and unadulterated testimony, Mrs. Gaudeb. And mark my words, in this court of law today, evidence is everything, and we shall extract the truth.
I wish I had like a glasses shine like thing that I could just pull up and be like,
Do you concur, counsels? Certainly, my lord.
oh, that's what I'm hoping for, my lord. Listen, I can go fast. I'm able to go fast, okay? This is such a strange feeling. For the first time since arriving in this country, it actually feels real. I'm here, in the Old Bailey, and I'm a lawyer.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
Oh, yes, my name is Joan Garrideb. And I'm a juror and such like.
It sounds like even she doesn't know Sorry. It sounds like even she doesn't know if she's a housewife or a maid or what anymore.
The court has decided your testimony is required in order to clarify matters in this case. Do you understand, madam?
Yes, my lord.
You will tell the court everything that took place in your household on the evening in question. And I warn you, do not attempt to hide the truth.
Oh, dearie me.
Chin up, Joni. Nothing to worry about now.
Oh, I didn't know you were here, John.
Wasn't only you in the room that day, old thing, was it? Rather think I ought to testify as well, don't you?
But what about your knee, dear?
Don't you worry about that. Hardly notice it.
See, I told you it was fake. I told you it was fake. I told you we couldn't believe.
That's not fake though.
I knew it. I knew it. It was a conspiracy all along. I knew it. I told you it was fake. I told you we couldn't believe.
With the fucking chapstick.
My lips are fucking dry, but I told you we couldn't believe.
I'm not the sort of chap to leave a comrade to face disciplinary action alone.
Oh, John.
This is a day for testifying husbands and wives.
Yeah. I presume you're Mr. John Garadeb? Yes, sir. Former 2nd Lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment of the 4th Northumberland Fusiliers, sir. Seen my fair share of action, now living a quiet life, as it were. The quiet life? Were you not engaged in an incendiary battle with your spouse on the day in question? Well, yes. Quite. I believe this may represent a first in the proud history of the British court. Calling a juror to witness stand is unprecedented. However, the court will hear your testimony now, juror. Oh my god, the stream is paused.
Sorry.
Liquid ass has minimized the application.
I'm sorry. No, I haven't. I didn't.
And that of your husband. You will recount clearly and concisely the events in your home at the time of the incident in question. Sir, at once.
This is a case about love. The Garadebs, the Beats, Soseki and his mountain of books, Shomes and randomly appearing in sudden places. All important pairings.
Yes, on the day you're referring to, the wife and I did have a bit of a skirmish. Can't recall the reason now. Dr. King was sitting over and set fire to the carpet. Soon had it out though when we got the window open.
Meanwhile, I was picking up whatever I could find to throw at him.
Plenty of knives around our place. Can't say I noticed that one or two were missing, I'm afraid. If that ballet thing in the victim's back really was one of ours, you'll have a job proving it, I think. It sounds as though it was quite the battlefield in your household that evening. Although an entirely one-sided assault, it seems. Pussy. Enemy caught us on the loop, sir. Had no choice but to dig in and take defensive measures. Hop, sir. Oops. To be honest, the enemy had kept shelling us for another minute. We've been toast. What the fuck? I can't read. Every time I try to be a British person, my mouth just goes blah, 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 blah.
I think that also happens to British people when they talk.
Of course, a veteran such as myself is only too aware on that every battlefield you're just a gnat's whisker from death at any moment.
Are we still talking about a marital quarrel here?
Well, I must say I'm dubious that the testimony will shed any light on the origins of the jackknife. In combat, one's focus narrows such that surroundings are barely noticed.
Does he do shit?
I don't know.
Are you like an ex-military man or something? Like, what's your fucking deal?
These witnesses may not be able to offer anything more than they have testified already. This may be a dead end.
Van Zeeks may well be right.
Well, whatever the chances, we only have this last cross-examination to uncover the truth, Mr. Naruhodo. We might finish the case today before the allotted time is done.
Ah!
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Does he do shit? Well, he does shit.
Ha! He poops himself and he doesn't wash his hands.
Very well, counsel. Begin your cross-examination.
Rocks, metals, or toys from cereal boxes. Okay. On the day you're referring to, the wife and I did have a bit of a skirmish. Can't recall the reason now. Do we have that, we don't have that little letter, do we? No. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it is, Brad. Yeah, it is. Okay. Got the window open. So you have no intention of admitting it was your knife, unless we can provide proof?
Why you sweating?
Even though there is no other credible possibility if Mr. Natsume is innocent.
Objection!
You forget, my friend, that it has yet to be established that the accused is not responsible for the attack.
As if I could forget. If only there was some way to know who had handled the knife. But I suppose wizardry like that is just a dream. Luminol, my friend Luminol.
Luminol!
Fingerprinting. Emma's using too much, getting too used to using her white powder, relying too much on her white powder.
God. Apollo just came out and said that.
Yeah, he did. He did. I hate him.
Perhaps you're thinking of fingerprinting, Mr. Naruhodo.
What? You mean it's not a dream? That sort of wizardry really exists? Is it devil worship? Like the candles and the cakes?
Whenever people touch anything, they leave behind a unique pattern from their skin, or so they say.
But I can't see anything.
There are already countries in the world where these so-called fingerprints can be used as evidence. Lord Strongheart is currently discussing the matter at the Ministry of Justice.
Yes, I believe we are rapidly approaching an era of scientific methods of investigation.
The era of Emma.
But for now, we shall have to find an alternative method for proving our assertion.
Ryu time travels to mainline, except he just follows Emma around the whole time amazed at the forensics. Yes, good. And he annoys the shit out of her.
That this knife found in the victim's back was originally in Mr. and Mrs. Garadep's house.
Ugh, if only I could transplant this whole incident to several years in the future. That's the extent of their testimony, is it?
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I think we've heard all this before, to be honest. I can't say I'm particularly confident that we'll be able to prove anything new from this testimony.
But in this cross-examination, it's absolutely essential that we establish how this knife came to be at the scene of the incident.
Yes, I know.
I'm sure both of them must be feeling very worried. Worried that it was in fact a knife belonging to one of them that caused the victim's injury.
If we could find even a tiny shred of evidence to support that theory, it would clinch this trial for us. It would explain everything.
Yes, it would.
So, for Soseki-san's sake, we must find that last crucial piece of evidence. Okay.
Hold it!
The reason is what you told us yesterday, I believe.
Yes, that's right. If I remember correctly, it all started because of a note that was tucked into the pages of a book belonging to Mr. Garadeb.
A rather passionate note, in fact. But Mrs. Garadeb found the note, discovering her husband's little secret.
And she gave him a mighty number of slaps across the face for it, too.
What a sordid state of affairs!
Hell on earth. I'd say when a chap says he can't recall such things, it's common decency not to drag it all up.
Oh. Oops.
And besides, half of it was wide of the mark anyway.
A likely story.
The waters run very deep.
And what transpired next after these multiple blows to the face?
Okay. Knocked a candlestick over, set fire to the carpet. Soon had it out though, got the window open. Did I already press this?
You pressed the last statement.
This one? Okay.
You pressed 1 and 5 so far.
Okay. Sorry, would you care to elaborate?
Nothing to say, really. Rather partial to spot carving, you see. Pipes and whatnot, fishing tackle, you know the sort of thing.
It's a passion we both share. I love to carve little wooden trinkets too, and then there's my leatherwork.
Sorry to say, we're always losing knives about the place, and we have dozens of the things.
They sell them at the market sometimes. 20 for the price of 19. Needless to say, I snap them up. John prefers to use two knives at mealtimes too, instead of a knife and fork.
Freak. Freak.
Now, Joan, we don't want people thinking I'm some sort of
Here we go again with the scaldings. Why are they being so evasive?
I imagine it's because they don't want to believe it. They can't bear the thought that it might have been one of their knives that injured the victim.
Which is entirely understandable, of course, but still.
Go on with your testimony, witnesses.
Tony, I've been calling characters freaks like the past week.
I don't know. Everyone's just being freaks. Everyone's being so weird. Yeah, every single Takumi character must be a weirdo. It's true. Look no further than the man himself. He's fucking weird.
He is weird.
So weird.
Sir!
Oh, sorry.
Ow, fuck, I hit my hand.
No! Okay, the bally thing. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. We're wasting precious time! No! It's that fucking bum meat. Now I'm the bad guy. Call me Chun-Li. Because he was
What?
slipping. Yep, you clumsy. And everything on pink can't just unsee. Sips tea and it's unsweet. Sorry, I like Chun-Li. The Nicki Minaj song.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. On the day referring to, the wife and I did have a bit of skirmish, can't recall the reason. Press that. Knocked candlestick over, set fire to the carpet. Sure, whatever. And the fire also spread to some items of furniture, didn't it?
Bookcase, my armchair, anything in mind, really. Just so happens there was some bath water around that evening, so I sloshed that about to put it out.
Sorry, I love the interview Takumi did with some other people, like Iwamoto or something, and they were talking about how they'd rather hang out with Phoenix than Edgeworth because Phoenix seems normal, and Takumi's like, well, I'm not sure about that. I love that! They say, oh yeah, his fashion sense is weird in reference to the sweater, and Takumi says, I'm not talking about his fashion sense, and never elaborates! You need to tell that to Jay immediately. Jay will get a kick out of that. I'm sorry, did you read this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I was reading Grace's thing. Going insane.
The most precarious situation you put yourself in. Ours is a 3-story house on the west side of the street, but the water main isn't connected yet. I have to draw water from a public water pump during the day if you need any, you see.
The lodgers are always moaning that they can't get any water at night. Although, that little mustached man buys water in bottles, I believe.
The defendant, Mr. Natsume, you mean?
Yes, he receives a stipend for his studies, you know, from his home country. Can you imagine being able to brew a pot of tea at all hours? He's obviously very well off.
Have you actually seen the state of the man? Also, Backsack, thank you for following.
I believe he uses all of his income to buy books.
Well, anyway, the point is, I was able to douse the fire with water, fortunately enough.
Sorry. Okay.
Hold it!
I'm just gonna press everything. I wanna... Even though the room was on fire?
As far as I was concerned at the time. It was more important to extinguish my anger than the flames. When a woman wants to throw, she must throw. What am I to do with this muscular urge? What, pray, can I throw? That is most certainly not true of a Susato takedown, Mr. Naruhodo.
How did she know I was thinking that? So, please cast your mind back and try to remember. Was a knife among the items you threw at your husband that day? Well, he would probably know better, because he's had them thrown at him.
In all honesty, I don't recall. But I feel I must point out that I'm no monster. Let me see. Some bread, cabbage, garlic, a towel, and a sponge,
Jupiter.
and napkin.
Haha! I knew it.
Excuse me.
Excuse
Do you have something to add, sir? Mr. Garadeb.
Ma! Don't shoot! Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind?
Nothing of any significance, no. Just that the barrage of projectiles the old thing launched in my direction was somewhat more solid than she implied. Books, bricks, and the fire poker I seem to recall.
Ouch.
And the woman's aim is uncanny. She landed a direct hit with every volley. Good grief, woman, we're not at home now. This is the court of law.
Oh, dearie me. Ever so sorry, dear.
What's she even doing with a teapot in here?
Honestly, John, I would have never thrown such things at you, obviously.
Well, take a look at this then. How do you suppose that happened, Your pipe, sir! Had this thing in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Thank you, Hannah. Knocked the clean out of one of the soft projectiles she did, yes.
Yes, it's funny every time.
And when I went to pick the thing up, it was broken in two. I like to see a spawn with that sort of damage.
I see. Your pipe was broken.
It would never have been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid. Anyway, managed to bandage the thing up for now.
Ah, you are one to exaggerate, aren't you, dear?
I wonder what we should make of this account. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, good.
It must be important.
Must be important. Must be. I just knew. The defense believes Mr. Garadeb's remarks just now to be of great significance.
Objection.
This war veteran's words only tell us one thing. Betray a fiery wife and pipes, as well as hearts, may be broken. Sentimental wisdom, perhaps, but hardly worthy of adding to the formal testimony. Indeed, common sense, one might say.
Might one?
In that case, would you at least permit us to examine the pipes, sir?
Well, I don't see why not.
Oh, dearie me, there you go again, trying to ingratiate yourself with a young lady.
Very well, the court will accept the gentleman's pipe as evidence.
I hope I didn't speak out of turn, Mr. Naruhodo. I was just feeling rather disappointed for you that your request was turned down.
Oh, no, it's fine. Thanks to Susato-san, we have some new evidence to work with. We should examine it carefully.
Well, thank you for that rebuttal, Mr. Garadeb. Now, if we could return to the crux of the matter. What can you tell the court about the knife used to attack the victim?
We can finish this. We're so close.
Okay, we can finish it. We can finish it. We will finish it today. We will finish. Okay, there's that. Oh! The tip of the knife. Hold on. Okay, no, we're trying to finish. Okay. I just want to know, because this little freak only knows 3 kinds of flowers. And I want to know those kinds of things. Oh, something just twinkled inside the chamber of the pipe there.
Yes, I saw it. Something's stuck in there, I think.
Let's turn it over and give it a shake. What's this?
It's a tiny fragment of metal.
Yeah, Hannah, don't worry about it. Go to bed, Hannah. Yeah, you're good.
It looks like the tip of a blade or something.
The tip of a blade? Surely it couldn't be. Fragment of metal. Okay. I do want to know what they have to say about this. Just really quick.
No, I don't care. I'm not working tomorrow as far as I know.
Okay. It looks to be in a sorry state with that bandage around it, doesn't it? But for some reason, it feels slightly ominous to me, like it's trying to shout out a warning. Probably because it's the same blue as Mr. Garredeb's dressing gown.
I suppose it must have considerable sentimental value to Mr. Garredeb, given that he's gone to the trouble of repairing it like this.
Either that, or he can't afford to replace it. Okay, everyone in this game hates poor people. There's a chip here. There's a small nick out of the bowl here. Look, it appears to have been made relatively recently.
And see how there are little scrapes and dents all over it? It's clearly a very well-loved pipe.
Yes, you're right. It seems to me recently that being well-loved goes hand in hand with getting some battle scars. This particular nick is catching my eye, though. Because it's clearly new. Okay, whatever. Thought you would have something funny to say. Alright.
Objection!
There we go. Mr. Garredeb, could I ask you to take a good look at this, please?
You can ask, but I can't see a bolly thing.
You can't?
Used to call me Dead-Eyed Deb back in the regiment, of course, but that was some time ago now. Even when I'm trying to enjoy a large print book by the fire these days, well, I struggle to tell a B from a D and a P from a Q, to be honest.
Oh, he does. Dearie me, it's rather wearing, being asked about every other letter and every other word.
You must be very dizzy. This was not a good pun, Ryu.
That was terrible. What is that, a tiny scrap of metal?
Yeah, Mr. Naruhodo, that was a little embarrassing.
Yes, almost certainly from the tip of a blade. And what may appear to be, at first just be a tiny scrap, is in fact a crucial piece of evidence.
Interesting. And where did the defense come by this evidence?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that just seems like dyslexia to me. It was lodged in the chamber of Mr. Garredeb's pipe.
My pipe, you say? By Jove, I wonder how it got there. And what precisely does this fragment of metal signify, Counsel? Are you suggesting that it is in some way related to the matter of a stabbing on Briar Road?
He's just doing that in front of everyone.
Freak.
Freak! I am a freak.
What? You're a freak?
I'm a freak! I'm a freak and I'm proud! When put together with another piece of evidence already in the court record, I believe this tiny fragment of metal will unravel the whole truth of this case, my lord.
You appear rather confident in the extraordinary statement, Counsel. Very well then, present the pertinent evidence at the court. What evidence, when paired with this fragment of metal, allegedly reveals the truth of the entire case?
Nope.
Take that!
This is the knife that was found in the victim's back. If you look at it closely, you will see that there is a small piece at the tip of the blade that is missing.
A common issue with the inferior blades sold at unsavory street markets. Criminals who use them regularly leave the tips lodged in the victim's bones. And what did this particular knife?
Thanks, Grace. He's a freak.
No doubt its tip has suffered a similar fate, now languishing somewhere near the spine of the victim.
Objection!
No, that's not the case here. I think, automatic boot, I think I had updated the knife a little while ago when I had first examined it. The tip of this particular knife's blade is the very fragment of metal we discovered in the chamber of Mr. Garadeb's pipe.
Ah! Good grief, Lord Van Zeeks! What was that? So dramatic! I don't believe it!
That's his breakdown, Tony. That's what you were waiting
Breakdown.
for. That's his little breakdown.
This is little breakdown. Do you get chest pains when you shit yourself?
He's like,
It's like, oh, my heart hurts. I shit myself too hard.
Look at he's just holding that pose, stupid.
The knife of the crime scene in this fragment of metal. Oh, perfect match.
It was like someone
Good.
fucking. Sorry.
Golly gosh!
It was like someone. He did like a. Like someone fucking shot him.
Yeah.
Order! Is this some sort of sorcery? This is no magic, my lord. This is a miracle.
Can't even have a good breakdown. Worst prosecutor.
A miracle?
So Van Zeeks has figured it out, has he?
Counsel, explain this extraordinary coincidence at once.
He's clutching his frail maiden heart. Yes, my lord. The crucial point we have to ask ourselves here is when did the fragment of metal find its way inside Mr. Garadeb's pipe?
Something that was clarified for us in the most recent witness testimony.
Had this thing in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Got to clean out with one of her soft projectiles, she did, yes. It would never have been said cyan unless it was hit by something pretty solid. Oh, dearie me.
During the argument between these two that occurred just as the victim was on the pavement below, Mr. Garadeb flung this knife at her husband. Or Mrs. Garadeb, sorry. However, the knife missed Mr. Garadeb, instead striking the pipe in his hand at the time.
Which caused the tip to break off, of course. Good lord!
Yes, and that is when the tiny tip of the blade found its way inside Mr. Garadeb's pipe.
Chances of that are 1,000,000 to 1.
And yet there's no other credible explanation for how the tip of the blade ended up in your pipe. Then, after losing its tip, the knife ricocheted off the pipe and flew out of the open window.
Ah,
In short, this knife, which fell from the window of the Garadeb's house, is the very same knife that struck the victim in the middle of the back on the street below. Oh, gosh! Oh, dear! Oh, no!
Objection!
What could you possibly have to object to?
a full-bodied theory, I'll give you that. A complex bouquet of seemingly trivial points plausibly arranged to create an almost passable vintage. Allow me to toast my learned friend's characteristically Nipponese approach to bottling his argument.
Sorry?
But after all, it's just a theory, a game theory.
Nice shout!
The bottle life here is corked. Because you see, it's spoilt by an insurmountable inconsistency.
Grace, you just noticed his complexion is as gray as the gray Skelesogi on the side. An insurmountable... What?
Lord Van Zeeks, explain yourself and get that leg off that counter! What is the inconsistency you claim to have identified?
I wanted to, like, put his boot on the desk one day, but it's just got, like, a thing of toilet paper on it.
Okay.
It's just absolutely embarrassing. Just embarrassing. Or it's got like a crust of dog shit.
An inconsistency with the simplest nature, my lord. The victim was found with the knife planted in the middle of her back.
Yes, in her...
That's right, you silly little man.
Now, Joan, old thing, what are you getting so excited about? Let us consider the basic facts of the case once more. The victim was walking along the pavement before being stabbed in the back and falling to the ground. If the knife that struck her had fallen from above,
She bent down to pick up the book.
there's no possible way it could have planted itself into the victim's back.
She bent down to pick up the flaming book. Ah! She put her to pick up the book, Sasato!
Order!
Quite right. You see, that's exactly right. If the knife had fallen on her from above, it would have struck her on the top of her head.
Well,
He's lost for words, look.
I knew it. I never loved these two in the first place.
dead.
Oh no, what really did happen?
What? Can't hear you.
It would appear the defense has made a rather spectacular blunder. If a theory has even one inconsistency, it cannot stand. Your theory, my learned friend, is history.
I wish Edgeworth would do that. He'd just be like, right.
Me this morning, dude. I fucking spilled my hot scalding tea all over my hand.
No! I did that one time when I was pouring tea for Cole in school. His tea just filled up too quickly because his cup was super oblong, and so it just like spilled directly all over my hand, and I had life drawing that same day. Sucked.
No!
Yeah. Okay. We were so close. I could see the truth. I was so sure we were on the right track. But now the way has been blocked completely by just one simple inconsistency. Is this Sasato?
Yes.
Or, in other words, we simply need to eliminate that one inconsistency and the theory will stand.
Miss Sasato!
You mustn't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. You were just caught off guard, that's all, and your mind went blank. But if the path you were on is indeed correct, then a way will present itself. The key to this is in the court record, I'm sure. All the information you need is there.
It seems you have nothing to say, my friend. Well, your silence speaks volumes. A tacit acceptance that your theory is fatally flawed.
Your head was empty, and that's okay.
Objection.
Did he say that from Head and Hands?
Yeah.
Objection! The inconsistency something. It means that I need to sharpen my mind and dig deeper for the truth. It's a test. Asogi's putting me through a test. Yes! If the knife fell on the victim from above, there's no way that it could have hit her in the middle of her back. Under normal circumstances, that is.
What are you implying? Counsel?
There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can explain this inconsistency. That can explain how the knife fell from that can explain how the knife that fell from above could have pierced the victim's back. We already have the answer.
Goodness!
Utter madness. Surely this must be the last time. Counsel, present the evidence of which you speak.
This is the last inconsistency, the final piece in the puzzle. If I can successfully make sense of this, the truth will be laid bare at last. The evidence that explains how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's back is, I want to say the book. Or this. Because she's holding it. Should I save scum? I mean, we've got 3 left. You know what? I'm just going to take a chance. I'm just going to say it's this.
Take that!
Yes. This, the 4th book found at the scene. This is the final piece of evidence the defense will present.
The song!
The burnt book. Is that not Mr. Garradib's book?
Yes, and to understand its significance, we have to consider how it came to be at the scene in the first place. Yeah, multiple correct answer, yeah. The photographic print clearly shows the book in question. And the victim holding it in her hand.
But as we all now know, it was the police constable that put the book between her fingers like that. Quite so, as part of his wholesale transplanting the crime scene to the opposite side of the road.
That's true, however, as part of his testimony, Constable Beat made an extremely enlightening statement on that point. But what made you place that book in the victim's hand?
Oh, well, sir, that's because that's how I found it. When we first went over to the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So, when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand.
In other words, the victim had already picked the book up of her own volition. And clearly that must have been before she suffered the knife wound.
Well, I should say so. After being attacked with the knife, I don't imagine she'd have been doing much of anything.
So the question becomes, why did the victim have that book in her hand?
By Jingo. I think I'm beginning to see what may have happened now.
Oh, dearie me.
We know that the book fell from the top floor of the Garradib household onto the pavement below. At precisely the moment that the victim was walking past.
Yes, at exactly that moment. The young woman was walking along the street in the light fog, when all of a sudden, a book fell right in front of her. The book I threw? Yes, Mrs. Garradib, and what do you think the woman did? What would you do if you were walking along and suddenly a book landed in front of you on the pavement? Well, I really can't imagine it, but I suppose she might have reached down. She's cute.
She is really cute.
And picked the book up. Yes, that is exactly what the woman in fact did. She picked up the book. Oh, heavens! And when the woman reached down to pick up the fallen book, what position would her back have been in? That's right, facing the sky, completely and utterly defenseless. Then, in the very next moment, while the woman was still bent over picking up the book, the next object fell from the room above, the jackknife, straight in the middle of her back. So did it hit her spine, or? And at the same time, walking by chance directly behind Miss Green, was the defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume.
Well, I never.
It appeared to Mr. Natsume that the woman simply collapsed on the floor. In the dark and the fog, he didn't see the knife falling on her from above.
And from the other direction, the constable and his wife saw no one but the victim and her parents and her apparent attacker. So there never was a real culprit to run from the scene in the first place.
No. This was nothing more than a series of unlikely events that culminated in an unfortunate accident. And that is the real truth behind this case. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb.
The very first time you showed me that knife, I had my suspicions. I wondered if perhaps it might have been something like that.
There, old bean.
Poor Mrs. Garadab. Of course, I never meant for anything of the sort to happen, but it was all my fault, wasn't it? I take full responsibility. I let my anger get the better of me. I threw that book, and I threw the knife as well. John, dear.
It's all right. I know.
I'm ever so sorry. Truly. I'm sorry!
Well, you could have fucking killed your husband. Ah, the bum knee. That guy's poor knee. Cause you was slipping. Yep, you clumsy. Everything I peek, can't your son see? Sips tea, and it's unsweet.
Lord Van Zeeks, what news of Mrs. Garadeb? She's been taken to the infirmary. It would appear that today's events had left her in an especially flustered state. However, I believe she will recover in due course. There's no cause for concern. Yes, unbeknownst to themselves, they caused what could easily have been a terrible tragedy. They shall have to prepare themselves for the consequences of their actions. There's some good news, however, my lord. I have just had word from the hospital where the victim is being treated. Her condition is improving steadily, and the doctor believes she will gain consciousness soon.
It's strange. We've been talking about the victim all this time, but we've never once met her.
How wonderful! The woman is out of danger, it seems.
Yes, that is good news.
So, Mr. Sasaki Natsume?
Hey.
Yes. On behalf of my fellow countrymen, I would like to take this opportunity to beg your pardon, sir. You came from your distant eastern homeland to study our great British culture. And I have been repaid with immeasurable unkindness. Please accept our heartfelt apologies for all of our racism.
You don't have to forgive them, Soseki-san. Are you gonna apologize? Nope. Of course not. Of course not.
Fuck that! No, it is me who should be begging your pardon.
Oh, no, Mr. Natsume.
That evening, when the young woman just collapsed on the pavement before my eyes,
Judge makes a no-accept apology.
I jumped to the wrong conclusion again in my confusion. What conclusion, sir? I was sure that the woman was dead.
Yes, Constable Bates said the same thing, didn't he? He thought she had been killed too.
I suppose she must have looked completely lifeless.
It's been about a year since I arrived in Great Britain now, but I still can't get used to life here.
I can't relax. I'm sure there are evil spirits lurking in the fog, like they're haunting me.
Sorry, that's just Asogi. He's not evil. Don't worry. He's just
Who?
don't worry about it. Poor Saseki-san. His imagination really has got the better of him.
Yes, poor man.
So when it happened, I thought the young woman had been taken in by the fog spirits. I should never have dropped my books like that and run away.
Bye, Luca!
Good night, Luca. I should have called for help, for a doctor, for the police. Instead, I've managed to create a rift in the relationship of trust between our two empires. And for that, I am truly sorry. One could indeed say that some sort of mischievous spirit has been at work here, I think. One that created a chain of unfortunate mishaps. We were befooled by this spirit and led to false conclusions. But thanks to Lord Van Zeeks and our young lawyer here from the east, that chain has now been broken and the spirit exorcised. I heartily commend you both.
Oh!
Now then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Yes, my lord.
In concluding this trial, I must ask one last time for your decisions regarding the defendant's culpability. Are you ready to present your findings to the court?
As the foreman of this jury, I can assure you we've reached a fair and just conclusion. Guilty.
I do declare the truth can be extremely cruel at times.
Well, I didn't suspect the woman next to me, that's for sure.
Sitting in for the old bean while she's out of action, you know, but I know what her decision would be. Does this mean I'll finally be able to get out of here and start work? Well, it's about time.
What's happening? I say I'll have a corker of a story to tell the grandchildren when I get home, won't I?
Very well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hereby demand your final decisions. Mr. Foreman.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty.
Very well, Mr. Saseki Natsume. I hereby pronounce you
Hot Milky.
Hot Milky.
Old man says guilty anyways.
And finally, Mr. Natsume. Oh, yes, Lord Sir. You are now a free man once more. It is my hope that you will continue to further your education in British culture. And may you never again be brought before me. Oh, yes, sir. Of course. On my life, I swear I'll never set foot in a courtroom again. I'm transported to tears. Thank you, counsels. A court is adjourned.
He's gonna be in the next case, isn't he? He's gonna set foot in another courtroom. 30th of February, 3:13 p.m. 3:17 p.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber.
No, come.
Wait, you mean me?
Of course. Is there another locum here?
Is there even one?
Compared to the original locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, your name has become rather short, hasn't it?
Living, breathing cat boy. Well, I never. What's wrong with using my actual name?
No, at last, I'm free! I'm free! Joyful, joyous, jubilant, jubilation! Heady, hearty happiness, hurrah!
Oh, I am pleased. Mr. Natsume is delighted.
Would it be so hard just to say that then?
Locum, you did it!
You did it.
You saved me from the brink!
Well, what happened to the poor woman who was in... Oh, sorry. Well, what happened to the poor woman was in no way your fault after all. I'm just glad everyone can see that now.
No, 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 not that! Lovely, loyal, locum, lawyer!
Yes?
I mean, as I said before, I have just never got used to life here in Great Britain. Every time I look over my shoulder, I see foreigners. I see towering brick buildings. And from high up windows, I see them looking down on me, laughing. Look at that little hunchback.
Oh dear. I'm sure it's all in your head, Mr. Natsume.
What? Today, you, locum lawyer, gave my bloom the boot. You stood from behind that pyramidal bench before all those blabbering fish. You battled to the bitter end, lay for the family tree. And when I beheld the blinding fireworks throwing the beams of the Bailey through my bellowed, beheld the best barrister ever born.
Well, that's very flattering, and we're very pleased for you.
This has given me a wonderful anecdote to recount to my old friends back in Japan.
An anecdote? Is that what's to become of all my hard work?
Ah, there you are, my dear fellows. I apologize for keeping you waiting. I rose late this morning.
Kills him. Kills him.
Mr. Sholmes! What a pleasure to see you!
I see I'm here not a moment too soon. A disaster has been averted, I'm glad to say.
Oh,
The trial shall begin presently, Miss Naruhodo, and I wish you the very best of luck.
It's just finished.
What? No! Then my haste was in vain? Ah! It's you!
Oh, here we go, here we go.
Hairlock Sholmes! Oh? Have we met, sir?
this is Mr. Natsume, the man you had arrested, Mr. Sholmes.
Ah, I see. I failed to recognize you at first. Our previous encounters have taken place in the gloom, either of your bleak lodgings or that prison cell. I simply couldn't place that curious face in the light.
Charming.
This is all your fault, Hairlock Sholmes! You're the reason I had to go through this terrible ordeal! I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind! My apologies, sir, but I assure you, I have placed you now. You're the fellow who abandoned that poor young lady and ran off, are you not? Had she been taken to the hospital more urgently, I feel perhaps she would have regained consciousness by now. Oh. But it was unavoidable, I'm sure. We are but human, after all. Anyone would have been shaken by such an experience. I do feel very badly about how I behaved. Well, never mind now then. What was it that you wanted to say to me, sir? Nothing. Priceless. Oh, I'm sorry, really, but... that was quite priceless.
Poor Soseki-san.
Still, on the bright side, you've had an extremely entertaining experience without paying a penny. And it would seem you were not even found guilty. But there is no bright side.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Natsume?
Even after this, I'm still cursed by the spirits, and now by the Reaper!
Ah, Lord Van Zeeks.
I haven't forgotten, you know, what facing that man in court means. Even if you're found not guilty, you're still doomed!
It will all be alright, Mr. Natsume.
Huh?
If the Reaper appears trying to make trouble, I will protect you. Susato, bite! Susato, maim! Susato, kill! Hiya! With a perfectly executed Susato takedown.
Much as I like being turned on my head, a bit of warning might be nice next time, Mrs. Sato. So, Mr. Natsume, what do you intend to do now? You mentioned something about recounting your experiences to your friends back in Japan?
Yes, I intend to return to my homeland soon.
Oh,
It has already been a year since I arrived here in Great Britain. I visited universities, libraries, bookshops. I've been honored with the tutelage of professors. I've learned so much about the wealth of literature here and the city it has shaped. And I've come to realize that it is my calling to sail home and tell my fellow countrymen about it.
that's very touching, Mr. Natsume.
Or, in perhaps less veiled terms, you wish to withdraw halfway around the world to escape the terror of the Reaper's curse.
Shut up.
That's not it at all! The more I learn of literature, the more the strange feeling claws at my insides. I feel compelled to return to my roots and attempt to pen a work of my own.
Oh, I see. A work of literature by Soseki-san. Could be an interesting read.
And what about Miss Susato and yourself, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sorry, what about us?
Will you return to Japan alongside your mustached compatriot?
I just got here! Why would we?
A week has not yet passed since we arrived in London. And only now does it feel as though we have finally found our feet.
And you are accommodated in a hotel at present, are you not?
That's right. But we need to find lodgings before it bankrupts us.
I've calculated we can only afford another 10 nights before our entire budget is exhausted.
Well then, you could take my lodgings.
Or we could not. Oh, the windowless room?
Ah, but what it lacks in windows, it more than makes up for with a floor, a ceiling, and walls.
Great.
And of course, I'd be happy to leave behind the accursed evil spirit.
Oh my, an evil spirit?
So you're cool with giving an evil spirit to us?
Oh yes. It tries to suffocate you while you sleep. It's an infallible wake-up call.
We'll think about it, if that's alright.
Perhaps I can offer a more welcome alternative. Would you consider taking lodgings with me?
Really? My favorite, my favorite anime protagonist, Harlotte Sholmes? I get to live with you?
His evil spirit roommate name is Festus! Well, a vacancy has conveniently presented itself. Though it is up to in the attic, I might add.
Are you sure it isn't just a storage loft?
I spoke with the landlady this very morning on the matter of price, and Iris is cleaning the room as we speak.
She's a baby. She's gonna clean the whole attic?
You must come at once. I presume you have no luggage you speak of?
Yeah, Susato is living a Herlock self-insert fic.
Oh, this is simply wonderful. It's just like I wrote about. What an honor to be invited to take lodgings in the great detective's office's attic. I'm too overcome for words.
So, suggesting we look elsewhere is out then.
Then it's settled. Iris will prepare a welcome dinner this evening. And you must come too, Miss Natsume. I insist.
The dinner that Iris is preparing is gonna be like crackers and cheese. Because she's 10.
But she's a fucking genius with a PhD.
Okay, true. It's gonna be Dunkaroos then.
It's like fairy toast.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, but thank you. And yes.
Wonderful. Then I'll go and complete the paperwork for your formal release, Mr. Natsume. It shan't take long.
Somebody's happy. Sherlock loves Lunchables, it'll be fine.
Welcome. I knew that you wouldn't let me down. I'm truly delighted to have met you here in London.
Likewise, Mr. Natsume. It's been a privilege meeting you too. It's a shame that we're going to have to say goodbye so soon.
Well, I've come to realize I belong in Japan. But welcome. We'll meet again one day.
Yes, I'm sure. And hopefully by then, I'll be a successful lawyer, even though I've successfully won 2 trials, but I don't know what my mark grading system is here.
Hopefully by then I'll be a successful author. Well, my dear fellow, our carriage appears to have arrived. Shall we go, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, Mr. Sholmes?
I've little doubt Mr. Natsume will be released in time for dinner this evening.
And so, with Soseki-san's innocence successfully established, we rode with Mr. Sholmes to what was to become our new home, 221B Baker Street. th of February, 4:41 p.m. The attic room. So this
Is to be our new office, yes?
our office? I rather like the sound of that.
Me too. It's simply wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, Susato's the...
No!
I hope you can see this, Kazuma. It's only a small step. But I'd like to think we're getting a little closer to your dream now.
So, my dear fellows, do you like the place?
Is Iris here? Oh, jacketless! Ah, Mr. Sholmes. Yes, thank you so much.
It's a delightful room, Mr. Sholmes. I simply adore it.
Good. I'm pleased to hear it. Iris and I are delighted to welcome you.
I hope everyone's hungry. It's nearly time for dinner. We'll eat as soon as Mr. Natsume arrives. We have a lot to celebrate. Iris, you must let me help you. All right then, Susie. You can be in charge of the salad. Splendid.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, how does it feel? to have your own office in the capital.
It's very exciting, actually. I can't help wondering what adventures await us.
Those were precisely my sentiments when I first established my office at these premises. Until I discovered the dark truth about the city of London, that is.
There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and it's filled with people who are filled with shit, and the smalls aren't worth what a pig could spit, and it goes by the name of London.
Sorry? Did you just say that?
London is a glorious place full of wonder, opportunity, prosperity, and mirth. But the brightest of lights casts the darkest of shadows.
Shadows? What do you mean?
Well, I believe you're well aware of the murkiness that lies behind London's facade already.
Sorry, I just thought, does this Sherlock Holmes do cocaine and other drugs? And Grace says he doesn't canonically.
So, once again, Mr. Naruhodo, welcome to London.
Nice. So finally, okay. Of course, at the time, I had no idea of the significance of those words Mr. Sholmes so casually spoke. But it wasn't long before my turn came. To lift the facade and see the true depth of the murk that lay behind it. I like that we're in the last case of the game and only now has Ryu landed in London. Only now has he landed in London. Only now does he have a house to live at.
Yeah, because they've just been staying at lavish hotels.
Mm-hmm. We're already at the last case of the game, and he's been here for 2 days.
Yep.
It's a little insane. Well. Oh, Hounds of Baskerville? Okay, doggy case. Well, Turbo Tony, real. Haha.
Listen, I thought it would take less time, okay? It was a lot more exposition than I remembered.
Listen. It happened. It happened, and there's nothing anyone can say. All right? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so that was case 4. And okay, so yes, so next week we will have another DGS stream at the same time, but the week after that, I'm gone to my familias. So we won't have one that Wednesday or that Saturday. And then the week after that, I don't know, because it's the 29th. I don't know if people want to come and sit here on a stream like 2 days before New Year's, but I don't know. So we'll see how everyone's happening. How everyone's happening. What's happening, what everyone's doing. But yeah, so this coming Saturday, another Spirit of Justice at 4 p.m. PST. And then next week again, 7 p.m. TST. Case 5 of DGS.
Case 5 and soon DGS 2. I need you in the space with me, Tony.
Yeah, just been fucking playing DGS 2 without me.
Okay, I can't stop playing it. Okay, I need to know everything before it happens. Okay. I wanted to listen to the music. It's very good.
All right. Okay.
I deserve some things. Come on.
Okay. Fine. I can't wait to be there with you.
Good.
Yeah, Author, I'm glad you could make a full stream as well. But yes, and then I will see you, everyone, for whatever next stream you attend, be it the Saturday or the next Wednesday one. But yeah, see you guys soon, and everyone have a good night. Thanks for sticking with me. See you later.
All right, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.